I hate.
What did you fall asleep? You take a nap, old man?
No, dude, I was just trying to eat and shit, and the time just actually. Well, what's up, everybody? Since we're live now, been trying to work out the kinks tonight. Shit, for real. But yeah, let's see who's in here. We'll give a shout out to everybody. We got Chad in here. John, let's go. What up, Big Turk?
What up, Doe?
What up, Doe Grow? Shit. Cryptic, let's go. We got Big Freak Dog, Damien, David, 808 in the house. I was actually, I was getting stuff on the site. We just put a bunch of stuff at 808s on. I was trying to do that. Trying to get some other stuff on. All this other stuff. But what up, Eastern Star, Troy, Junk Seed, what up? 419, Dakota. What up, Big Rick? Just for fun, but we're back. You know, we're here. We're here on a Thursday night tonight.
Thursday. What'd you have for dinner, man?
I had Chinese food and a little sushi.
That sounds good, bro. A little sushi.
Little sushi still.
Ooh, yeah.
I just didn't have time to eat, man. I'm like, today was just one of those days. It's been a lot. But what up, Tim? What up? My Wi-Fi's been a little bit iffy. I can see it on the screen, but it is what it is. But we are here, like I said. It's Wednesday. It's Thursday night. Sorry, sorry you guys last night. We weren't here, but we had to reschedule last night. Shiloh's going to be on last. He can't do Wednesdays, and we wanted to talk a little bit about what we're going to talk about in the last hour with him. But tonight, we got Fisherman Siege right here. He's going to be our first hour. He'll be 9 to 10 o'clock. 9 to 10. Yo, my mind is all over the place.
8 to 9, brother.
8 to 9 o'clock. 9 to 10 is going to be 808, who is in here right now. And then we have Massive Creations. We'll close the night out from 10 to 11 o'clock tonight. So that's what's going on. And what up, Deadhead Dread? Trying to see who's in here. Let's go, Steven. Moondog. Dana, what up? What's cracking? What's crack-a-lacking? Let's go.
Hey, I can do some giveaways tonight if you want to.
Let's do some giveaways for sure. All right. People, I would love to do some giveaways. I put a wheel up on Instagram. I mean, really what I keep doing is putting the post up and copying it, and it's telling people to, so I feel like we should at least make use of that wheel. Plus, we'll just do hashtag giveaways as well.
Yeah, that's what's up. Whatever way you want to do it. I've got GG4 crosses. I've got Georgia pie crosses. I've got some sherbet cream pie crosses. So whatever you want to do is fine. And man, I'm telling you what, I'm about to re-hunt some of these Georgia pie crosses. Some people been finding some fire in the Georgia pie crosses, so that's good. I've got the reversal. I reversed the Larry, so we got pollen from Larry, and we got that project going right now. And then today we put in a bunch of the reg seeds from the reg project that me and T-Fly did. So that's that remarkable jelly male crossed with all the fires. So we've got like remarkable jelly is permanent marker crossed with Cadillac rainbows crossed with hella jelly. That's the male. Onto all this fire. Cherry, Burmese, Kush, GDP, a bunch of old school stuff and new stuff. Some purple milk. We got it crossed with that. So we crossed it to my Waves 1. So we're just starting to hunt these on the first round. So we're pretty excited about that. We got a bunch of those 80s skunks at the lab in New York. They are in week 9. And we've got a couple really hopeful, so we're excited about that. And then I'm going to run them back and do some selections out of those 80 seeds that we put in embryo rescue and got to pop. I mean, the seeds are, they could be 35 to 45 years old. Some of them are 45 years old. So it's pretty cool. We got some of those to pop. I'm excited about that. We got some of the original indica cactus crossed with holy grails to pop, and we have 5 of those that are in veg right now, and that's our next batch going into flower I know it's not many, but you got to remember some of these seeds are really old and they're not easy to get popped.
No, definitely not.
We have next on the list, we have the sour diesel times mango. Those are from the 90s. We have the guys haven't heard this in a while. Purple elephant times IBL skunk times pre 98 Bubba. IBL skunk pre 98 Bubba. The AK-47 dirty diaper cut. I don't know if you're familiar with that.
Dirty diaper cut. I can't imagine what that smells like.
Baby shit. Strong, loud. So the skunk one times C99 times IBL skunk times pre 98 Bubba. The white diesel master hog. Blueberry Northern Lights IBL skunk pre 98 Bubba. And what else we got going on that we're popping in this next batch? The old school real Jack Hare crossed with double OG. The pre 76 Bubba Kush times Ken 91 Skunkfa. And then we have Northern Lights Blueberry Sour Diesel times IBL Skunk times pre 98 Bubba. Those are the next. And of course, a bunch more of those. The problem with the jar of like 500,000 seeds is that they're all from 1980 to 1990. So,
did you say wait, what was the Bubba? You said 70. What did you say? 78? Or did you mean 98? 76.
Yeah. That's what they call it. I mean, I can ask the question on it. I know he's been breeding a lot more than me. Maybe that's something they just called it. I'm not sure. But, we're super stoked about all this old stuff. The issue with the 500,000 seeds that we have from 1980 to 1990 is that about half of them are skunks. And the other half make up the redbud, the Thai, and the what else is there? There's some other stuff in there, but they're all that old stuff. I mean, any of them will be welcome to have, and they'll be great building blocks to start breeding again. So we're really excited about that, especially when we start to see and smell some of what's really in there. Because the bottom line is the proof's in the pudding, and we're on pace right now to probably hunt another 5,000 of those seeds from 1980 to 1990, and just keep doing our best and getting them to, if we got to do every rescue, we got to do what we got to do. But we're going to bring this shit back. It's just
what kind of luck have you had so far? You said you had some.
We have 9 of them in week 9 of 8 of them in week 9 of flower right now. They're probably day 61-ish, 60-ish, something like that. When they get done, I'm going to get flower from every one, and then I'm going to get every one is rooted, so I'll get the rooted cuts back, labeled, and then I'm going to rerun them here the second time to make our selection. If there's something in there that we want to select, all I can tell you is homie at the lab is like, I've never smelled anything like this in my whole career. Okay. He's never smelled anything like it. So it's just, it's pretty exciting. So we'll see what we have. But the bottom line is every other thing on these lists, we know what it is exactly. We know who bred it. We know where the cuts came from. But this one jar, my buddy and his brother, every time they got some skunk for 10 years, they took those seeds and they put it in this jar. So we're simply trying to find as many skunks as we can and look for that one that I'm searching for, which I have not seen since, it's been a really long time. That's kind of what we're doing.
I'm excited to see what comes of it. It's cool. So the project is moving along. That's fucking good.
It's just a lot of work and a lot of time, but it's a great opportunity to, save some of those old genetics and get them back in the gene pool. You know what I mean?
For sure. What type of fish? Totally off base, but I'm going to put these. I think there's a lot of questions there, comments. They want to know what type of fishing you do. Saltwater, freshwater, etc. I used to fish a lot. When you're married to this business and you kind of don't have access to travel and stuff, it's harder. But just a little background on my fishing. I grew up with a father that fished 180 to 260 days per year.
A hardcore. We're talking about a guy who goes on the river and stays by himself for days at a time. He owned a corporation and would still manage to fish that much. So my early days were getting dropped off at a trout stream, Bear Creek or the Little Manistee River. My uncle, my dad would drop me off, and I would walk the 3 to 7 miles, depending on what it was, the next location. So I learned how to do a lot of brook trout, rainbow, brown trout fishing with plugs and live bait. We fished the Upper Pine, the Pierre Marquette. And then, later on, I got more into, steel. When I was 11, 12, 13, I really got excited about, smallie, steelhead, salmon, all that stuff. I grew up by the Grand River, so everything swims in that. And every single weekend we went up north. So I spent all my summers about 7 miles away from Tippy Dam. And that's in between Manistee and Cadillac. So every creek and trout stream and Bluegill Lake, I mean, that was what I did. In fact, when I got older, even after college, I had a job where I worked 95 hours in 1 week, and they would give me a whole week off. And all I would do is fish. I mean, you got to remember, this is like, it was my life. Like, bow hunting and fishing were my life for a really long time. A little bit later on, I started to guide and do walk-in trips for Chinooks in several different rivers. I fished the Pierre Marquette heavy, the Little Manistee heavy, the Big Manistee heavy. I spent a lot of time when I lived in Lansing, Michigan. I mean, it was 3, 4, 5 days a week, 6th Street Dam, because it was only an hour away, and I could catch browns and kings and steelies and Lakers and all that stuff right there at the 6th Street Dam. So my favorite fish to eat are gills. My second favorite fish is probably a fish called Menominee. Some people may not know what it is, but it's a small, really white, flaky meat bone fish.
Right.
And, then perch and walleyes, obviously, I love those. Cohos are good. And then, saltwater fish, I've got the pleasure of fishing the Gulf. I fished in Florida. Last time we went to the Florida, my wife and I got a guide and we fished redfish. Just had a blast, man. I caught catfish. I caught mangrove snappers. I caught redfish. And my favorite saltwater fish, I mean, there's probably two. One is tuna. I don't care if it's red or blue or whatever, yellow. And then I also like mangrove snapper a lot. So those would be my favorite saltwater fish to eat.
Yeah, mahi's fucking good. So
mahi's great. All that shit's good. And I probably have, not exaggerating, like 40 custom rods. Like, I'm a fanatic.
Yeah,
I don't fish as much anymore, but I think this coming year it's gonna be fishing a hell of a lot more than I have. In fact, my buddies right now are down in Saginaw River catching walleyes through the ice. So
nice ice fishing. Interesting.
Yeah.
I'm a Florida boy, pretty much. Ice fishing's wild to me. It is. It really is, man. It's just wild. We have snow right now, which is, we're about to leave. We sort of got stuck here. We're going back down to Florida, but that's a whole another conversation.
Do you fish down in Florida while you're down there?
I mean, I haven't recently. When I lived down there, my buddy was the captain. We go fishing all the time. So deep sea fishing. Yeah, bro, I love fishing. I just haven't had the time to actually be relaxed enough down there yet again. Actually,
not situated enough.
Yeah, as soon as I do, we will. But all right, let's get back to genetics. Let's talk a little bit about, I'm going to go through some of these. So I grew the Icy Runts, was fire, smelled like Lucky Charm cereal.
The Icy Runts is a good cultivar, and that's one of those packs that if you pop 10 of them, you're probably going to find 1, 2, 3, 4, potentially more that you like that are really loud. They typically test in the high 20s. I have a bunch of commercial facilities running our Icy Runt 6. It's a really good yielder. It's got loud terps. It smokes good. It's a good one. We like that one. And now that's the Ice 101 number 3, which is the Creature times Animal Mints BX. That's what the Ice 101 number 3 is. And then that's crossed with the Runts, obviously, the real Runts.
Let's go. Local, I appreciate you as well. What do we got? Chuck and Duck, my favorite. Chuck and Duck. Chuck and Duck. My favorite is square grouper. Gotcha. No mackerel or sardines. They said. I don't. Yeah, well, we can talk about fishing another night. We can talk more about it, but I mean, we only have so much time. I put that up thinking we would just like touch base on it.
That's all right, man. I don't mind. Hey, I'll tell you what, man. All fish, bro. If I have two meats to eat, I want venison, and I want fresh fish. Saltwater, freshwater, I don't care. I love it. We grew up eating it 3, 4, 5 days a week my whole entire life. And man, I love the shit. It's really good for you too. All the omegas and the oils and the fats, high grams of protein per ounce of meat. It's really healthy for you, especially if you know the lake you're catching it out of. It's dope.
Yeah,
Let's go.
Exactly. That's why sushi, man. You know,
sardine sandwich. I don't care what it is, bro. If it's fish, I'm all over it.
Yeah, I'm huge on fish, especially me personally. Tuna is definitely like at the top. You know,
fire.
I'll kill tuna all day. Tuna steaks. I'll cook that. Yeah, tuna steak and mahi too. Mahi's fucking really good too. But
dolphin's good, man.
Yeah, white non-fishy fish. I'm all about. I'm not really big on like the fishy fish, you know, where it tastes like fishy. So I don't know. But sorry. Yeah, you totally did. You got us way off topic, bro.
Sorry, bro. Sorry, man.
I'm just kidding, man.
Hey, it's okay once in a while. Shit.
Yeah, no, it's good. We can talk about whatever, for real, you know.
Midget strippers, baby. Let's go.
It depends. It depends what kind of sushi it is, Junk Seed. Yeah, it just does. Tuna. I mean, it just depends. It has to be ahi grade, and you can get really high quality, high grade tuna that's not, you know. So, yeah, I'm moving to Florida since we're, you know, I'll be moving to Florida here probably by April, by the beginning of April. So within the next 2 months.
Perfect. Yeah. Good fishing in April.
Yeah, and I'll be back down there in a couple of days, so I'm sort of stoked, you know. Florida Keys, yeah, we're down South Florida. That's where we'll be back to, South Florida. Florida Keys are like 2.5 hours. All right, so what do we – I know we put some stuff on the site last time. I feel like let's, you know, run down some of the stuff that's on the site. Some of the GG4 menu we could like re-talk about. What was the newest thing we did? That was it, I think. The GG4
I'm not sure. It was. I think the GG4s are on there, and I don't know if we have the Chirp Creek or the Chirp Creek pie lineup on there and all. But yeah, we'll have to get some other stuff on there. I got some new stuff coming in. I'm excited about hunting these regs, man. I really am. I'd really like to find some really stable females and males. We're gonna, you know, flower out a bunch of these males from this project right here, and maybe do a project right away with some of the new genetics I have. I have a giant new menu, new clone list with a bunch of new shit on there. So we might knock some of that stuff up and do a reg project with William. So Strive Seed Cup, my boy. Do another collab.
Yeah, I know that some of those did well. I know we just did the string that they were just talking about too. I can't remember what it was. I think I just said it over to. Which one was it? Well, the Icy Runts, and then there was the other one we were talking about.
The Biggie Runts has been sold out twice. I've went through 2 breedings worth of it. I have to rebreed it. People like that. It washes. It's got good terps. It smokes. So I might have to knock that up again just to have it around.
All right. So I know we did the Runts line. I think we did do. Let me see. I'm trying to look right now.
The Georgia pie line. I'm not sure what's actually on there. I haven't really looked. I just know I get orders from you and I fill them.
You know what I was curious about? You did like G teal, G black, G orange, G white. Were those ever named, or was that the name?
No, they're not. That's just what I just instead of, you know, I don't know. I almost like it was just there was so many things that we knocked up that I thought it was better to just associate it with a color. And then maybe if, you know, one of the guys finds something and they say, hey, man, you know, can I name this one? Look at this pheno. And they send it to me and it's fire as fuck. You know, let them name it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. So, and then what line was that? That was the
GG4 line. That's all color related.
All right, that's the
I
GD4 line.
I crossed it with like 18 things, so we knocked up everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's all on the site. And
I've
just
got,
so you guys know,
go ahead.
I just wanted to point to the scroll at the bottom of the page for anything that we talk about tonight. I can't really say too much more than that, but you guys get the point. You see what the scroll says. You guys should go take a look, check it out, use that. And if any of you guys have grown out his gear and you guys want to ask some questions, or you guys have any questions about stuff you haven't grown at his yet, or you're interested in buying something or looking at something, picking something up, I feel like this is the time for you guys to ask some questions.
Yeah, that's fine. If they have grow questions, or, I think one of the things that's been coming up a lot on my end is people hunting seeds. And one of the things that I can suggest, and this isn't just my gear, this is like pretty much anybody's gear. If you have the room and you're hunting femmes, hunt 10 to 20 at a time. Because chances are you're, at least in my stuff, if you hunt 10, you're probably, the majority of the time, you're going to find something fire. But the people that are popping 1 or 2 or 3 seeds, whether it's my gear or other people's gear, and they're trying to do a bunch of different flavors, I almost think it's worth it to hunt. If you can only hunt 20, hunt 10 of someone's and 10 of someone else's, and kind of give it a really good look. You know what I mean? And you're a lot more apt to find keepers than take your cuts before you put them in flour. Make sure they're rooted, put it in a flour and flip it. And then you've got everything saved. So you can start building a menu, building a lineup of stuff that you really like to smoke. And that's kind of the best way to do it. Keep everything safe and sterile at your own facility, so you don't have to, rely on others to do that for you.
Yeah, sorry.
I mean, if you give me 5 football fields, I can fill it. I'll fill it right now and hunt every one of them.
So give some, tips on okay, like I know you do a lot of femmes. How about that? So what do you think is the best way, to not have any issues with femmes? Because I have people ask a lot of the time, do you think femmes are going to do as well as regs, et cetera, et cetera? Like if you want,
I think a lot of it, like from my experience and what we're seeing, is if you do a project with a female from reg stock, like she comes from reg seeds, and you beat her ass up and you run her through multiple environments and know that she's a trooper, and you reverse her, I think that you're going to have many, many, many less perm issues. I know that Veg Plus Bloom has a 10,000 square foot facility where they did a side-by-side on fem seeds. One side got a bunch of hormones and pheromones and kelp on fem seedlings, not cuts from femmes, but seedlings. And in the other room, they didn't do any hormones or pheromones, and they fed it salt. In the one room that had hormones and pheromones had 100 times more herms. In the other room that almost had none. So I'm not saying this is factual. I'm not saying this is but these are guys that know what they do and have been growing a long time. And I talked to them, so I know that they did this. And I've also heard this happening to other people. Another issue with femmes is that you don't know when you pop them, is this one going to be light sensitive? Is this one going to be photosensitive? And, I would not suggest spraying a bunch of foliar feed on fem seedlings. The cuts that you take off the seedling that you grow up later, fine. But something about the actual seedling itself. I think another common thing that I see is that the fem seed, in a lot of the pictures and videos that people send me, they don't have enough age on them. Some of these
that's where I was sort of going with this. That's where I was trying to get to.
Yeah.
Is for people growing fem seeds out, I feel like the best thing is what he's about to say is to let them grow to maturity.
Yeah. I mean, get some time on them. Let them. I mean, just try it. Just a lot of people pop femmes. Let's take for example of a guy. He has limited space. He only has a 4x tent. It doesn't have a big ceiling height. He doesn't know what the stretch is because they're new. He puts them in there and he flips them really young. And I don't know this again to be a scientific fact, but I have noticed from what I've seen with my own eyes, and that is you're going to have way more issues flipping not just femmes, but regs or femmes when they're younger. I really think the seed, once it gets developed more, it gets bigger and stronger, bigger roots, and is be able to eat some more food. And I think they're way better off like that. Another thing is canopy light. Like a lot of people are finding, okay, I got one with little pollen sacs on the very bottom. Well, it's very dark down there. So one thing you can do, cut them off, spray it with water. Water kills all pollen, just soak it. Or you could pull the plant completely out in fear of that. It may have some hern tendencies. But what I have noticed is we've had plants like that, and I've cut them off, and I've run them in large single container gardening and never had an issue again. So why is that? I think that's because when plants are flipped too early and they're very dark down by their lowers, I think it triggers the plant in some sort of way. And I don't know that, again, to be a scientific fact. I'm just expressing what I have seen and experienced with me and other people I tell you, you gotta remember, we talked to, I mean, I can't even put a number on how many people we talk to, but we see a lot of this stuff. So when a young grower says, hey man, what's the best way to do this? All I can do is make a suggestion, because telling people what to do doesn't work. I can give a suggestion of something that I know works for me, and I can make these suggestions. Like, if you guys, want to be more successful, these are some of the things that I would say. And that is, one, pop a fem seed, let it grow up to 65, 70, 80 days maturity. Take clones off that fem, label them, put them down, and start your first run with rooted clones from a mature seedling. Then you're going to get a lot better idea of what that plant's going to end up being, because you're already on second generation. You're not going to have some of the issues with foliar feeding it pheromones or hormones, which is the plants really love. Things like Super Thrive and Floralysis Plus with kelp and B vitamins in them. I think sometimes that can trigger a plant. And then let them get some size, and just, first time run them, maybe just topped once or not at all, to see what the natural structure is. And then the next time, maybe cut the head off when it's small, and then, break the nodes on top of each of the limbs, and see what it does like that. But just remember this, that if you have a feminized seed that's not mature, that you're spraying with foliar feed, that isn't big enough to flower, and you're running 1200 ppfd of light at a very high EC in your regimen, if you're running salts or whatever, just know that all of those things are a big stress factor on a seedling, much more than it would be than a cut from the plant.
Yeah. I just put that up because that's a comment that's there, and this is exactly what, running up. That's another thing, little things like that, especially for new growers. Like, this is all about new growers, really. Yeah. A lot of you guys in here have probably been growing for however long, I don't know. But this is for, I feel like this is why we do this, and I love that have people like him come on, because really the new growers are the most important growers, in my opinion, because they don't know, ignorant. They come, it's just a place of ignorance, not in a bad way, a negative way.
There's a lot of people that think more is better, and my suggestion is that people need to, I think, look a little bit or read some articles and understand the difference between heat from light and the stress from light intensity. The stress from light intensity, like this guy's saying, can also be a major factor. I mean, these guys, they pop the femmes. I'm just using this as an example, right? Okay, we popped the seeds, we got them to pop. They're growing up, they look healthy, they're a foot and a half tall, and then we're going to hit them with 1200 ppfd, 1200 CO2. We're going to run a 3.0 EC of some salts and bang the shit out of them. And these little femmes are like, just trying to start their life like, bro, I got 1200 ppfd. They're going to fucking fail, Some of them will fail, and those are some of the things. Like, my suggestion on running fem seeds, if you're going to run the seedling itself, just keep your VPD in the 130s through blow up. Keep your light intensity 800-900 max, maybe when it gets bigger. Keep your EC low. and see how it does with a lower EC. And I understand, you raise the intensity of the light, you want a higher EC and higher CO2 and all that stuff. But what I'm saying is, don't lambast the bitch on the first run. Let her develop naturally, and oh my God, you're probably going to get the best taste and best smoke you've grown, right? Because weed that's not pushed that hard, that is naturally allowed to uptake the things it wants, and not feel like you need to wear fucking sunglasses and a fucking solar shield on its head, will probably end up being a lot better thing to smoke. So
Yeah, for sure.
Those are a couple things that I would suggest. You know what I mean?
Okay, so this question's been here for a minute, and this is when we were talking about pheno hunting. So, and I know that's a big question. So, how long does it take to find a keeper?
I mean, this is the whole thing. Like, this is right up my alley. This is what we live for. I mean, Christ, I'm hunting 45-year-old seeds right now. Like, I'm obsessed with this shit. Like, okay, the question, how long does it take to find a keeper?
Yeah,
I mean, there's so many variables. Like, one breeder that I know, I can pop his shit, and if I pop 30, I'm gonna find something fantastic almost every time. Another breeder, I know him well. I can pop his shit and pop 10 and find one or two fucking bangers every time. Another guy I know, do I still pop his seeds? Do I love the shit? Is it fucking fire? Are they regs? Yep. But I gotta pop 100 seeds. And it's all the definition of winner is, okay, what's a winner to you? Like, I have really high standards on what a winner is. Am I breeding it for just smoke? Do I care about the vigor and the height? Or am I only concerned is quality, like taste and THC and terpenes? Like, there's so many variables. Or do I need something to have lots of vigor and vigorous growth and yield like a motherfucker, because the commercial growers have to have that, or they're going to lose bread. Because if they can't pull 2 to 4 pounds of light, they're going out of business. So it's like, what is a keeper to me? If I'm growing a keeper just to smoke to myself, my main concern is not yield. My main concern is taste, effect, and that's about it, man. Like, color is great. I mean, that's another thing. Do you consider a plant that smokes like a 10 but has 0 bag? Do you think that's a keeper? Is it still a keeper if it's smokes like a 10 but it has no bag? The bitch is ugly. Looks like someone pulled that shit out of a grocery sack in 1981 from the fucking field. You know what I mean? So really, keeper is in the eye of the beholder. But as a general rule, if you're a decent grower and you're popping 10 to 20 seeds of femmes, maybe 20, 30 regs from any grower, if you pop all those out of multiple strains and you can't find anything that you're extremely happy with, switch breeders. That's what I say.
Yeah, I feel like good breeding, you should be able to find a keeper in a pack. You should be able to.
Well, I mean, there's variables there too. I mean, look at some of these guys that are some of the best to ever do it. And I've hunted hundreds of strains from them, hundreds of their packs. Like, sometimes, again, you pop a pack and dude's got 6 out of fucking 10 winners. Another pack, I had to hunt 5 packs to find anything good, but it was good.
Yeah, I've had people. Yeah, it is the luck of the draw too. Like, because I've had people that have a 10 pack of regs is all males. I don't even know how that. I mean, hey, it just happens. So
it happens. Yeah, it happens.
All right,
that's why it's important to know lots of breeders, like a gajillion of them, because when you have a relationship with them, they can say, hey man, check this out. Look at this video. Look at this bitch right here we found in this pack. And then we can get it done and we can smoke and go, oh my God, she's fire. You might want to pop some of these. Or, well, we found some decent shit in that pack, but not as much as we did in these 3 packs. So maybe pick one of these. I mean, that's where it's at. These relationships will save you a lot of time, because at the end of the day, who the fuck wants to go through all this work hunting to find some trash? Not me. So I'm very particular about what I pop.
All right, what do we got? We got, Mike, I'm not sure what you're talking about. He might. Fisherman, how can you say those posts are 80s? I have no idea what he's talking about.
No,
Do you?
I think he's asking me about the plants that we have in the video. Those are seeds that were, I have a video of some of those, and they look kind of modern, but again, we have a jar that's labeled. The guy that we got him from is a personal friend of mine. Everything I've ever popped from him has been fire. Him and his brother.
He's actually a friend of mine, so I wasn't sure what he was asking. I thought maybe it was something else.
Well, I just want to let him know what it is. Him and his brothers put every skunk seed they ever found from 1980 to 1990 in this jar that's been stored correctly. We've managed to pop some of them, and again, all of them aren't skunk. May not all be skunks, because half of them are other things. But I mean, what we're going to do is harvest the flower, smoke the flower, and do lineage testing on the plants if we decide to ever keep any. And I'll know right away. I'm saying that some of they look, one of them looks kind of skunkish, but not like the skunk I remember with the giant big buds. So you got to remember, there's lots and lots and lots of plants back then that had skunk smell. And what we're specifically seeking is that one that I grew for years and years in the 80s that is just like a one pinner joint in a bag in your pocket. You could smell the dude from 2 blocks away. That's kind of what the hunt is all about. This is just what we got to pop at first, and we'll see what it turns out to be in another couple weeks here.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what comes in for sure. All right, so we have. All right, so his first comment. This is secret. CO2 is very important. His second comment goes to, and this is all. I had 5 cats and XL bags. 5 cats. I had 5 cats and XL bags in the last room, and that made a huge difference in how I could push them. All right, so you're just talking about your CO2 bags, the XL bags.
Yeah, I mean, if you're running CO2, you can run a higher EC. That's pretty much
there's a question there.
And higher temperatures, so they drink faster, and bigger the roots, bigger the fruits. The more they can uptake, the better, especially in the flowering phase.
I totally agree with this person, man. I'm not gonna lie. Van Ripster, same. And I know it's crazy, but I really, really, truly have to admit that some of the best weed I smoked, well, not since the 70s, but since like the last 10 years, 5 years, was sort of ugly as fuck.
No doubt about it. No doubt about it. African sativas are a perfect example. I stopped at a friend of mine's grow store, and he's much older than me. I'm 55. He's like probably 15 years older than me. He's like, check this out. I'm like, what the hell is that? This is, 15, 16 years ago, and the packs were flying. He couldn't grow enough weed, and everybody had a great life. But anyway, he showed me this shit. He's like, you want to smoke? I'm like, bet, let's go out back. He rolled up this pinner joint, and I went back out there. And at the time, I was probably smoking, a half ounce to ounce a day. Like, it didn't matter. Just throw it out the window. Fuck, things were great. And I smoked this African sativa that he grew and harvested at 15 weeks or 16 weeks, whatever the fuck it was, 14 to 16 week African sativa. I walked back in, and he looked at me, and he goes, you want some water? I said, yes, please. Can I sit here for a little bit? Because I don't want to drive. And I've never said that. I've never said that in my life. The ugliest, trashy, but it coated your mouth, and it was like almost like hallucinogenic. And me and Tone from T-Fly was talking about this the other day. They don't have one hitter quitter. We used to call it one hitter quitter. They don't have one hitter quitter anymore.
Right. Okay. Like we're close to the same, basically whatever, very close. And they don't. They really don't. And like I said, like I have to not totally agree with that, because the 90s, like I was around in the 90s. I followed the dead. Some of the best weed ever, in my opinion, was from the 90s.
90s is fire.
So yeah, the 70s. Like I started smoking in the 80s, the late 80s, probably you too. So I graduated. Whatever, I aged myself a little bit. I don't care. But I graduated in 90. I smoked all high school. So
Yeah, I was selling weed in 82. That's when I started selling. I went to a neighbor's, my friend's uncle. He'd give me a big giant knot full of joints. I'd take him to school. There was always 2 extra joints for me, and I got to make a little bit of money off everyone. But live and learn.
Yeah, we're like the OGs now, bro. It's wild, right? Like we're actually like in that category. It's like It's true. It's a trip, man. It trips me out. It does, you know.
You know,
Because when we were young, we were looking back at people that were talking about the '60s and shit. Like, you know, it's just wild. Like, time flies. Enjoy fucking every day. And I'm just saying.
Right. Yeah, you know, man. It's like, young, the friends of mine that went to prison for this shit, man, and people I know and good people, man, and that shit should never happen. I'm glad they're trying to get that worked out.
100%.
The one
I don't think
that,
people. You and I both are old enough. You live in Michigan, so I'm still in a state where, you know, we can't, like, we still live that. That's why I always say it's funny to me when I hear people say weed tasted better before. Yo, we're still doing it like that in a lot of states. Anybody that lives in Michigan or California or, you know, some of these other states doesn't really realize the rest of the country is way still far behind. You know, there's a lot of places we can't grow here. We can't do this. We can't grow in Florida. Yeah. We're still dealing with all that. So
no, man, be grateful. I mean, don't take it for granted. I mean, some of these younger people, it's not their fault, but they'll never know what it's like to, like, don't make a fuck up while you're driving. Don't make a fuck up getting caught. I mean, minimum shit they're taking in the 80s. I mean, they were taking your fucking license. Sometimes you can go to jail for a year for a fucking joint.
For a joint, I lived in Broward County in the 90s, right? Like, if we got pulled over, dude, and there was a stem. It didn't even have to be any flower or anything. The stem of the seed, because it was Broward County, you were definitely getting booked. You were having the fucking bond out over a seed and a fucking, because it happened to me.
Fucking strip in the city, they strip search you. You got to fucking bend up, man. I fucking hate that shit, bro.
It's crazy, man. That's
go in there and stand in a line with a bunch of other fucking dudes naked is fucking bad enough. Let alone having to go in there and someone steals your fucking dinner roll, and then you got to beat their fucking ass and choke them, and then you get another charge and
over a fucking nothing. You know, that's
fucking joint.
Yeah, over a joint. So
my case, it was like $83 in child support, but either way.
Yeah. All right, so listen, we're going to go back. So you like to run a quantity and can find a keeper, big points, yield, bag appeal, smokability. I think that's basically what we're saying.
It's statistically, the probability is higher if you run 10 to 20 seeds of one strain to find a winner than it is to pop 3 seeds of 10 different strains, is what I'm saying. It's just statistics. Like, if you know the breeder and you have a pretty good idea, that's the other thing, man. Always try to reach out to the breeder if you can. Be like, bro, I'm going to either pop a pack of this or a pack of this. And the breeder should be able to tell you pros and cons because he should be growing out his own shit. We grow out our own shit.
Hey, man, that's a huge thing, too. Like, you sorted out that. So,
what up?
What up, Brandon? I'm way behind on the comments, so I didn't see you come in, but I'm way behind, but we're getting caught up.
But I mean, there's a lot of like, and like I'll go back to what the suggestion that I make to people. It's like, keep a log. Like, don't waste all this information and smoke dabs and weed and forget this shit. Like, if you're popping shit, you know, have a little journal, buy a nice one, get a leather one with lots of pages, and, you know, talk about your journey. Keep track of your journey, because someday you're going to be as old as me or older. And you're going to look back and go, oh, my God, look at all I have learned. Look at all the people who have helped me. Oh, yep, look. What he told me when I was 27, he was spot on. That was 35 years ago. You know what I'm saying?
And it's the plant, man. We have new nutrients. We have new ways to grow, you know, lighting. But the plant's the plant, man. It hasn't changed. You know, it's always going to be the plant. So, you know, a lot of the old stuff is just tried and true. Like, bro, I will just say I see some of the dumbest shit. And listen, to each their own. It's all good. Like, no judgment zone. But like popping seeds, for instance, all you need is paper towel and water, man. Like, I see these little contraptions now, bro, that are like $200, and you put your seeds in the like. Bro, it's funny to me. Okay. You know what I mean? It makes me laugh. I'm sorry, it just does. Tried and true. People have been doing this a long time. Like, all those contraptions, I guess, are cool, but not really, because you just don't. They're fucking unnecessary, you know.
I mean, you could have spent $200 on some fire ass fucking seeds, or bought a cut or two and fucking fire. Like, what the fuck? $200 is like 2 midget strippers for a whole night. Fucking wasting money, bro. So that shit in the thermal cup, let it soak, stick in a paper towel. in
That's
a
it.
1 gallon baggie, open, stick it in a box, keep it in the dark. 2 days later, you got fucking tails everywhere.
That's all you need to do. Like, fuck, man.
Or
It's just
whatever
funny
way,
to
you
me.
can put them right down in the dirt. You can use water. You can not use water. I mean, there's a million ways to pop seeds. You know what I'm saying? Just keep it sterile.
Yeah, that's it. All right, that's crazy. That the seeds are old and still popping. Yeah, but there's embryo. That's one of the cool things about how far we have come, because now there's like like embryo rescue, tissue culture. Like there are so many advances, and that's one of the things that he's taking advantage of. With the embryo. I'm pretty sure
it's like dark. Honestly, like we don't have $3 million to do this project. I don't have that kind of money. So what do? We get a team together. I've got one guy that's been breeding since '79. Every seed he's ever sent me has been fire. He knows where every cut comes from. He knows where all this shit comes from. We get these old seeds. I make a deal with the dude at the lab in New York, our other homie over there. Like, look, bro, we're going to try to pop some of this shit. You want to be on this program and share in the blessings? We need you. And he's like, I'm fucking so down. You know what he told me the other night? His whole life he's been growing, and he has not ever smelled anything like those 80 skunks that he has fucking in week 9 right now at his house.
Good, that's exciting.
So I'm excited.
Yeah, it's fucking exciting. It just is, man.
Hey, even if it isn't the one, it's going to be way closer than what I've seen out there.
Yeah,
and as we pop more, and we're going to get more funding, right? Things are going to go up. Things will pick up this spring. We'll start to generate a lot more revenue. I'll be able to pop a lot more in embryo rescue and shit like that, because the shit ain't, it's not all berries and ho-hos. It's a lot of work and a lot of like, oh man, we only got 8 females out of 100 that we tried to pop from that old shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, it's over and over, and it's constant lists, keeping track of the shit. You can't get them sick. You can't get a viroid. You can't get bugs. You got to keep this shit straight. It's a lot of fucking work, but at the end of the day, when I'm dead, I'm happy to know that my younger kids will have some shit that's old and that's real, and that have something to offer in the gene pool instead of a bunch of fucking hype shit that's been crossed with 80,000 fucking plants that smoke like puff, pass. You got to smoke 3 joints to keep getting high, because you're not high in 15 minutes,
All right, so I'm not looking for plants. This is what it's about, really. I'm not looking for plants that are good enough to keep around 2 to 3 rounds. Well, I'm looking for plants that are better than the parents, that are moving things forward, plants that are rare. So, and I think that's good. I just think that's what it's all about with breeding. Like, that's the whole point, right? That you're going to take 2 things, and you want those things to be better than the original. So
I'm constantly looking for outliers. Like, you're going to have some that represent the mother, and you're going to have some that are kind of outliers, and we're always looking for that outlier. I mean, that's one of the things. It's like treasure hunting. Once in a while, you'll be hunting a bunch of shit. You'll see something that just smells and looks and tastes and smokes remarkable. Way stronger than everything else in that pack or those packs. Way more beautiful, way more color, way more oilier, way more greasier, way more frosty. I mean, that's kind of the, allure of part of what's so fun about this, is that, no, we didn't create this. Everything I breed, I'm not creating any of that shit. Mother Earth created this shit. But the fact that I got to take 2 things that Mother Earth created, and I gotta put them together, and I got to find these outliers, to me is fascinating, because I can look at the shit all day. I'm like, oh, look at the leaf sets on that. Ooh, that one smells like that cherry Burmese Kush, that old school Kush. That's different. We like that one. Number that, label it, put the note on the chart. That's where the work is for growers and guys that want to do this. Keep your fucking notepads full, bro. Keep writing notes about these cultivars. So when you find something that you really like, you can, go back and say, oh, I remember that one. Do you know how many cuts I wish I had right now from the 80s and 90s that I would die to have right now? Oh my God.
Yeah, no doubt, man. I think I think that's a general, like, shit, I wish I would have kept that. Shit, I wish I had more room, so I could have kept that. It's always that, Wish I had more room. I should have kept that. But all right, so I'd rather have good smoke than awesome. 100%, in my opinion. I'm not a commercial grower. I don't meet. Obviously he's on a different. What he cares about with the clones and everything. Obviously, but there are commercial facilities out there that want certain things, right? And
Yep.
it is all about yields are very. Hey man, let's just be real. Especially in Michigan right now, you have this tax hike. You are competing with like yourself at this point. It's just like
Yeah.
they're racing to the bottom, but it's always gonna like. I feel like when you have something that's superior, a superior product, no matter what it is, even
That's right.
People are gonna come find you and they're gonna spend it and buy.
That's right.
But
I agree.
for me personally, like that's not important to me. Obviously, it's not what I do. He could talk on that a lot more and how facilities are. And
what I'm excited about? The new techniques and the new, the computers that are ability to keep these room conditions and the environment in check with the under canopy lighting are now some of my guys are calling me like, you know what? I used to get 1 3/4 on runs if I ran 12 plants per light on regular runs. And now the ones that are real dialed in are getting over 3 a light. So their ability to take a low yielding plant and put it in an environment in a situation with new technology and under canopy lighting and being able to pull 2.5 or 3 pounds of light on a plant that otherwise wouldn't get grown, because at the end of the day, you have to meet your margins. You got to pay bills. You have to pay your light bill. You got to pay your staff. There's a lot of shit to pay for. So I'm really excited about technology. I've never shied away from it. I think that myself, I need to learn new things. I need to try new things. I need to get better at technology. And I'm also an example for my children. So I don't want them to be afraid of anything. Don't ever get so stuck. I would tell my kids this. Don't ever get so stuck in your ways that you're afraid to try something new because you might make a mistake. Mistakes is how we learn. And a guy with 20 tool bags is way more valuable than a guy with 1. I want my kid to learn how to grow living soil. I want him to learn how to grow hydro. I want him to learn how to grow with salt. I want him to learn how to grow with cocoa. I want him to learn all that shit because that's adding value to yourself as a grower and as someone that can get good at multiple things. Because really, at the end of the day, being a grower, you have to be a fucking electrician, a fucking AC guy, a fucking a builder,
carpentry, electrician, everything. You know how to do it all. That's real and 100%, man. And I say this like. Yeah, anybody, listen, if you're afraid to make mistakes, especially when it comes to growing, you're never going to learn anything, because you know what? We could sit here and talk and tell you guys exactly what to do, but you know what? You really do need to make some of those mistakes yourselves.
That's right. That's right. That's right. That's exactly right. And all these people that are, whoever's listening out there, if you're new and you have had some bad runs, or you maybe not have had the best run, or not really sure what's going on yet, please do not let these fucking assholes out here who are dogging you on social media, make you feel bad. I don't want you to feel like that. Think of it as this is your space. This is your time. This is your place where you can get away from all this bullshit. So if you got these guys out here that are dogging you, maybe because you don't know, or that they're younger, or maybe you just don't know as much yet, or you're just getting started, man, listen. Some guys get good in a year. Some guys take 50 years. So there's no fast track to being the best grower in the world. There's no such thing as a fucking master grower. There's growers that have grown for a long time that can have really good runs, and even the best gardener I know, including myself, can have a bad run. So don't feel bad about that. Look, this is supposed to be something that uplifts you. This is something that's special. This is your time. This is your de-stress. This is time to
it's your zen.
And be at one with the plants, baby. Mother Earth. Be at one with geez, fuck these douchebags wearing their Gucci slippers talking about, look at my new Escalade. Shut the fuck up, bro. You know what I'm saying? Stop it with that shit.
Exactly.
That's what's up.
All right. So what's your real quick? I see 53. I smoked absolute fire in the early 90s. Yep, us too. Welcome. But what's your? He said dankest, not danger. What's Fisherman's dankest cuts he has available right now?
That's a hard question to answer. Do you like gas? Do you like candy gas? Do you like some shit that's ugly and you just want to get fucking smoked and blown the back of your head off? Like, I don't know. A new shit. I like the Granddaddy Gelato. I like the Cutthroat Caramel. That's on his site for like, $2,500. I have it. It's a good cut. And there's a couple other ones. I have a cut called Curb Stopper. A friend of mine in Oklahoma, his wife got cancer and she passed away during his, commercial grow, first attempt at a commercial grow. He ended up selling it, but he was gifted this cut called Curb Stopper. We don't know what the fuck it is. We don't know what lineage. We don't know who bred it. But all I can tell you is this. Recently, 6 people that I know very close got some of this from us. And they were like, that shit is motherfucking fire. Where did you find that? So, it just depends. Are you looking for a bag of peel candy gas that smokes pretty good that you could smoke all day? Are you looking for, super strong gas? I mean, I've got some dope. I got Larry OG. I got King Louis OG. I got, GG. Those are strong. I got some. It just depends on what you're looking for in terms of structure, terpene profiles, and effect. If you can break it down for me what you're looking for, I can kind of narrow it down for you. But, if I had to pick one in the gas category, you can't go wrong with Larry OG. You can't go wrong with Curb Stopper. Granddaddy Gelato is really more gassy than Gelato. It's actually really strong. Those are 3 that I really like. And if I had my list in front of me, there's probably 100 other ones. The Waves is kind of cool because it gives you kind of a little uplifting and then it kind of brings you down. And, that's something that we bred. I like shit like the Biggie, that's daytime weed. It gives you that little uplifting shit from the sativa in it. And then it kind of dampers it down. I mean, I have a ton of stuff, bro. Anytime you want to like go over a cuts list or be able to text me and tell me exactly what you're looking for in a cultivar, then we can kind of narrow that down for you. But it's really hard. For me, I like the gas shit better than I like any of the other shit. So
I like the gas shit too. What do you think? Okay, so what about S1s? You don't really have too many S1s. Okay, but anyway, what about S1s? Do you pop more or less? I guess on a hunt.
I have some S1s that need to get popped. S1s are just, I don't know, man. I'm an F1 guy. Like if I want to pop, dude, my buddy found some fire in my S1s. Like he popped a fuckload of them and found this outlier that's absolutely amazing, giant, bigger terps, smokes, and it was way better than any of the other S1s that he had hunted. So it's one of those things where you just kind of, okay, I look at it like this. Okay, I know the breeder. I know the lineage, let's find out how the S1 project went, pop them and find out for yourself. That's really what you got to do when it comes to S1s.
All right. So Brandon, I have an interesting pheno of Black D, garlic chem on the nose, but trop lime on the smoke. Sounds tasty.
Fire. I talked to Brandon about that cut the other day. It sounds really, really good. Brandon and I hopefully are going to be doing a collab. I just got to find some stuff in this reg stock or maybe some of this older breedings to get something worthy, and we're going to put some shit together and rock and roll and do a reg project together.
All right, good. And then, Tim, you should have, there's some people, if you have seeds from them, you should definitely think about the embryo rescue. I could hook you up with Addy or somebody that does it, but you should hit me up and see if we can get them pop for you. Let's go. Canatai in the motherfucking his house. Still popping beans I made back in 2011. What's up, dog? Hey, what's up, brother? Hey, what's up, bro? Let's go. I haven't seen you in a minute, man. Good to see you, bro. Let's go, Ricky. Let him know. I see 808's in the house. I'm going to bring him up right now. See if I can keep both of you guys in here for a little bit. Are you in a hurry? You trying to go anywhere soon?
I don't have to go. I need to go smoke. You guys are killing me.
All right, well, let me get both of you guys in here for a little. I'm gonna get. I was asking so I can keep both of you guys in here for a minute while I do the two things I was trying to do right before we started. It only took me about a minute or two. So
That's all right.
808 up in the house.
What up? What up?
808 up in here.
Guys?
Hey, have
What
you
up,
hunted
brother?
any of that? Have you hunted any of that shit that you did the collab with? Yeah, with old boy. Can of
With
research.
who?
Can of research with Max.
Yeah. So we got some really crazy stuff coming out of that. The straw guava,
Yeah.
cut from Harry Palms to the watermelon Rolex. That one is blowing doors, dumping, really stable washers. The we did what was it? TMZ or it's Trop Cookies, TMZ, watermelon Rolex, same thing, super stable washers, really nice terps on that.
Dope.
I mean, I got a bunch of jars right here. I was actually just about to try one, but yeah. So all the kind of research stuff worked out great.
That's awesome.
A
Max is a
lot of good
dude.
washers. I'm gonna still say it. Watermelon, papaya. If you're in the half game, papaya. I don't know, man. You'll hear everybody rant and rave about their Skittles,
Yeah.
but when you actually get down to the competition side of it, Skittles does not ever beat papaya in a competition.
Hell yeah.
It just
Hell
doesn't
yeah.
happen.
I like papaya way better. And you know what I really miss is by the way, if you ever find an old cut.
How's
Oh,
that
man.
jar for papaya?
Yeah, that's dope, bro.
Yeah,
These
I
guys,
want
these
some of
are
the papaya, man.
available right now, limited small batch.
Lip
bombs.
All right, hey, I'm gonna get up. You guys, you give me a
All
minute.
right.
I know 808 can always hold it down. You good hanging out for a couple minutes still?
Yeah.
right,
808. I'm looking
Get
for
up,
a
stretch
cut
the
of
legs,
mango.
Dark. I'm gonna go in on it.
I'm looking for
And then
a cut.
this one's really crazy too. There's my camera. The
Hell
papaya
yeah, bro.
syrup. So we did papaya
Yes, sir.
times black maple,
Hell yeah.
and so that might be my favorite hash of all last year. I got all
That's
kinds of
dope.
stuff here. I got like Joe Schmo's spritzer. I got because you know how it is. I got the Dole Whip. This one's real popular in Hawaii. The pineapple.
I love that label, bro. That's dope.
And then this one is really surprising me. So this is ours. We bred it, but we didn't wash it. So the homie washed it. We got papaya times Skittles. This is called Rainbow Papaya. And dude, it's like the honeydew melon. And like, have you ever smelled a plumeria? Like really
Yeah.
floral plumeria?
Yeah.
It's crazy, dude. It's literally like, it's its own thing.
That sounds good, man. If you ever run across a old mango cut, please let me know. I'm looking for a good mango.
A good mango. We're on the hunt too.
Yeah.
I know someone whose family used to run it all the time. I don't know if it's just called Mango Haze, Mango Kush. I can't remember, but it was the best mango bud I've seen, and it was a really common bud back in like '98 to like 2000, maybe four, and then it kind of just like disappeared.
That's the one.
I know the
That's
guys
one.
that ran the farm that had it, so I gotta hit him up and just be like, because the dad was actually asking me for seeds recently. So I just got to ask him if he's still got any of those old mango stuff tucked away.
I don't care what it looks like. I don't care about the bag. I'm looking for that.
No, the mango strain never was pretty. It was always that kind of didn't really look at all like anything, but the smell like kind of lets you know what you're getting into. And then when you smoked it, it was always really wicked good. It was like, I remember many times my friends having to convince me to smoke it. I'm like, that looks like rubbish. And then like, it was actually pretty good.
It's really calming.
Yep. But yeah, we're doing a nice pheno hunt. So my friend already finished his pheno hunt on the counter research stuff, and then we're, I don't know, almost week 2 of our hunt. But like I said, we already saw fishes in the boat. Like he already grew it, washed it, all that has the numbers. So it's looked. I haven't got to try it, but I mean he's known for making just really nice ice water hash. So
what's your favorite that you have sitting there? What's your favorite hash you got sitting there?
Papaya syrup is probably my very favorite. So papaya with the black maple, I think those two really go well together.
Sounds fire.
I mean, you can't go wrong with a pure papaya. And this new one, the papaya Skittles thing, I'm telling you, dude, it's not papaya and it's not Skittles, but it's loud and unique. And it's like in a lane, I think has potential. Like if it was my jar, it's not my jar. My friend's calling it Zapaya. I would have just branded it as Plumeria. Because like it's literally like a Z honeydew melon and like a Plumeria.
That sounds good, bro.
No, it's crazy. Like it's like I've never smelled nothing like it. Yeah, I'm gonna rip one and then I'm down to talk about whatever I sent over, Dark.
So that's
Yeah,
what's
let's
up,
talk.
man. Good to see you. Dark, I'm going to hit it.
Can I rip this thing on the live, or are you not supposed to?
I don't know. Just put the camera up. They've been giving me a hard time with weird, dumb stuff. So just yeah, put the logo up for a second. Can I do it? I don't think I can do it for you. No, I can't do it.
Hey, Dark, I'm going to hit it, man. Thanks for having me. Good to see you.
Right on,
Good luck
Fisherman.
all
Keep
your
killing it,
ventures,
man.
We'll keep rocking and rolling.
All right, brother. I appreciate you, man. I'll talk to you soon.
Peace.
So I had the torch going dark. Did you say I can rip it or I can't?
I'd rather not. Yeah, they've been giving me like weird, you know.
Okay, yeah, easy.
I don't know why they did. There you go. Yeah, sorry. Yeah. Hey, YouTube. Yeah, we love you, YouTube. You guys are great.
No, we're just looking at the cam. We're just looking at we're taking a moment. We're taking a little, what is it called? A little safety meeting. Safety meeting.
All right. So any of the papaya hybrids smoking as flat okay. Any of the papaya are they smoke? Well, I think you and I talk about this, but I'll wait. We'll give Ada wait 1 second here. He needed a second. Yeah, sorry guys. You know, as I said before, because Instagram or YouTube has gotten a little bit strange. We love YouTube though, but nothing, you know, nothing's for sale. All that.
Yeah, that's why.
Anyway, so
I just wanted to ask.
Yeah. So hey, any of the papaya hybrids smoking as flower, like it's a flower.
Yeah, so you'd want to do like the Runts papaya Skittles that will smoke as flower. Pretty much anything that is a smoking mother plant that's crossed to one of our papaya males will do great. Is the black maple GMO cross? No, we do have black maple to GMO, but black maple is from Harry Palms.
Yeah.
Dolce de Uva to Sherbanger, I believe.
What do we got? We got. Let's see. I remember. Yeah, that was what. That's why I'm trying to be cautious, man, because of what that says. In the middle of the live, that shit happened too. In the middle, like this, sort of strange, but.
Pineapple syrup seeds, we do have those. I don't know if I gave them Dark to put up on his site, but you're welcome to put them up on your site if you want, Dark. Pineapple syrup would be the black maple times the crip. So the crip male times the black maple. I think I gave you that one, but Dark has a bunch of new stuff on the site, you guys. Some really awesome stuff. We got SFV OG times the Flow F4.
Yeah,
that is something brand new. The Flow F4 is from DJ Short.
Right, and
I got those seeds. I forget where it was, but it was somewhere where DJ Short was at. So right from his hands.
And we just talked about. I had Josh on last week, so we really did talk about the Flow a bit last week. So I think that if you guys saw last week's live,
I can tell you guys what I found in the Flow. I found basically like some blueberries, some grapes. Some almost like cinnamon notes, pretty much stuff of that nature.
All right, real quick. So what are we gonna put up? The crip. It was something to the crip. The pineapple.
Oh yeah, they might want the pineapple syrup. I don't know if it's up on your site, but pineapple syrup is black maple times the crip. So you could rock that one for 20 retail, I guess.
All right, hold on.
It's fine. But just put a cap on it, like, I don't know, 10 packs of that price.
So it was black maple to the crip? That's how it went?
Black maple female to the crip male.
Okay, and it was pineapple syrup?
Yeah, pineapple syrup. Yes, we did do Crippy S1s. That is what's being grown in Florida right now at True Leaf that they sell as Crippy. The Monster Melons is amazing. I believe that's a Gary Payton to the Watermelon Rolex. Wait, no. Monster Melons was the GG4, I think. Is that what it was? GG4 Watermelon Rolex?
Hey, we said
anything
20,
with our GG4 is going to blow doors.
20 retail, 20, you said?
Yeah, sell it for exactly.
All right, so the pineapple syrup is now, you guys, it's on there.
The pineapple lime comes from the Crip. So the Crip, it's Crippy heirloom purple tie. We were originally trying to make a purple Crippy back cross line. At the back cross, it was not Crippy. It was its own thing. It was like a pineapple skunk. And so everybody really loved this pineapple skunk. They called it the New School Hawaiian Sweet Skunk. And yeah, I had to run with it. I had to go ahead and work it further. So that's the new offering we got. We went for, like I said, a pineapple skunk male, and we put that back to everything. I gave Dark only a limited amount of what's available from that Crypt menu. So he's got a bunch of new lemon items.
Yep.
The lemon is just absolutely crazy smoking. If you really like flavor, it's going to be the best lemon on the market. I'll break down the story real simple. Surefire, me or homies, all these people are hyping up this Cushington, Mr. Cushington lemon up. I'm like, I'm ready to battle him right now. I got something that will take over. He's like, bet. I'm like, okay, send me the money just for the cover of the shipping. You don't need to give me no money. Boys deal. Here you go. Boom. Here you are. I don't know when I gave it to him, but 2025, Lemon Lips was dubbed. They started calling it Lemon Lulu because he felt like it would be a better marketable name as Lemon Lulu. And it just started blowing up all across the West Coast. Purpling lemon, I believe so, yes. It's the best. If you've had lemon tree or lemon diesel, like if you want real lemon, this is lemon. I'm rocking the lemon shirt to let you guys know, like we got the lemon on deck, game changer, Doja Pack, those type of people be paying $800 a zip for this stuff. Like guys that grow and have brands because they want to, it's a benchmark. Like when you have a really high standard benchmark, you're going to want something to be able to show your crew and go, this is it. We need something at this level. Then they get it. You know what I mean? If you don't show it to them and you're just, oh man, you guys should have seen this thing from back in the day, bro. Like they're never going to get the correlation. They're never going to actually connect to it.
And okay, so we just dropped 28 Lemon Lips, Lemon Lulu crosses, guys. We could run down a little bit, but you know, some of the ones that obviously catch my mind that I know you guys, the Kauai Electric to Blueberry BX, that's the lemon chocolate skunk. Shit, all of them really. That
I can tell them which ones they should grab, like automatic. Like you really, if you're not sleeping under a rock, you should get the runts to the lemonade to the runts back cross too. That's an automatic right there. Gotta have it. You should also grab the lemonades, which is a lemon tree lemonade back cross. I can't tell you how many breeders have begged me for that lemon cut. This lemon menu is insane. The orange lemonade, sour tangy to the lemon lips, lemon loop. That's craziness. You know what I mean?
The black maple, everything.
Yeah, there is a. I mean, dude, there's so many on that menu where it's like lemonade to the sherbet or sherbet to the lemon lips.
What's the high chew grape? That's is that kind of research? The high chew?
No. So we did the grape moon pop, which is his grape, and then the grape high chew is our grape. So
that's your grape.
It's an interesting story because when we did the original, and I heard Fisherman Seeds talking about it, and like there's levels to the game when it comes to gear. And to break it down to you guys, this is the levels. If I can pop 3 seeds, and from those 3 regular seeds, I can pick a girl that could go win a competition and command a new price point, I've created something not only better than what I started with, but something you could call a game changer, right? And so when I say Lemon Lips, Lemon Lulu is a game changer, that is me saying behind the brand 808 Genetics, this will change your whole life. Go check out Exotics 916. Ask him. Go check out these guys that actually are running it, getting those price points. It's like people got that price in 20. People were getting fucking top dollar for OGs in like 2007 and 8. And then now for a long time, it's just been like a steady, just like this nosedive battle to the bottom. Do you want to do that? Do you want to be talking about that? Or do you want to be talking about, I get 800 a zip. I get more for my zip than your pound because I have terps you don't got. And that's like what I'm trying to say to you guys. And Rainbow Ropes, same category. Rainbow Ropes is trendsetter, just got second place. Should have probably won, but it got second place. And that shit's getting a lot of attention. And we did that to the lemonade with the runts in there. I mean, runts is crazy. People will talk shit on runts, but it smokes crazy. The taste is great. Yes, the yield isn't the best, but that's why you work it in a way to play in its favor. Lemonade stacks a lot tighter. Combining those two creates an actual nice stacking plant. It's not all branched out and spindly. simple. And then for the 808 can of research, we did Melonade, I think we called it. It was Lemon Lips, aka Lemon Lulu, to the watermelon Rolex. So we did that
Wait,
as well.
okay. Well, the grape moon pop, it would be right. I think that's the grape lemonade. Is that right?
Yeah, we got grape lemonade as well. That's dude. You guys shouldn't be sleeping on the grape lemonade. That one's. We did grape lemonade, which is his grape moon pop, our lemon runts, and then we also did another version of it. His grape. Wait, what is the question again that he said?
Yeah, which one was the kind of research? I know the grape moon pop
Lemon
was
and his watermelon. We did. So we did multiple versions of his lemon and his watermelon.
Oh, you.
Okay. But the one that was widely available was called Melonade.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I was confused on that. I didn't.
No, it would have been called Lemon Lips times Watermelon Rolex.
That was the watermelon. Gotcha. Okay.
So, because we just stick to the true name, even though it's sold as Lemon Lulu on the mainland, it's like, yeah, I could go and just, this is what everyone calls it, but that's why I put AKA or a slash line so you guys know it's one and the same.
I don't think that's on here though. I don't see a watermelon Rolex to the lemon lips on this menu.
No, that would have been from the watermelon menu.
Okay.
So it would have been called Melonade, I believe. Lemon Lips times Watermelon Rolex male. All of them are really good, you know what I mean? And there's meat churn. There's more versions of it. There was like pure lemon tree, aka lemonade, also across the watermelon Rolex. I think that was a box set exclusive. And then when I was hunting for the Lemon Lips male after finding the original female that I kept fucking with, I picked a bunch of more girls and dusted those as well, but those were more limited.
Yeah, I talked to Max.
We did lemon a bunch of different ways to the watermelon. That's an obvious hitter.
He's going to want to come on with you maybe next week. I talked to him yesterday. I said, all right, we've been trying to do
we
this.
got a pheno hunt going at this guy's zone. My friend already has hash made from the collab. I haven't got to try it yet, but I actually grabbed Max a jar of this pineapple because the Dole Whip, because it's real popular, and he wanted to see what it was about because he wants to, if you're really a heady guy, you want to know all the terps that are currently popular wherever they're from. There is watermelon sherbet. Like this, Sunset sherbet to anything is a cheat code. Sunset sherbet, watermelon Rolex, Sunset sherbet to the Lemon Lips. Like, you're crazy to not run that or have multiple packs of that just sitting on it. You know what I mean?
All right, what do we got? So which
I'm telling you, the lemon, I'm not saying in everybody's market, but if you go to LA, you can get 800 a zip for the right strength all day. We didn't do Lemon Lips male to any watermelon, so you got to get it the other way around, where it's the Lemon Lips female to the watermelon Rolex male.
Yeah, I want to let Chad. I think so. Anybody?
We ship every day, but we've been a little bit behind on orders. They shut down where we order some of our packaging supplies for from before Christmas for a while.
Yeah, so everything that's coming from me, and I think Chad, you might be one of them. That
stuff's box is on the way. It should be there today or tomorrow.
It'll be there. Yeah, it'll be here tomorrow. So I sent everybody tracking if you guys were waiting on stuff, and I'm not sure if Chad, you were one of them or not. I feel like you might
grab water.
That's actually going to ship out tomorrow. I sent everybody tracking. So, yep. Yeah. It's been a month. It's been a month. So I'm getting some 808.
Yeah, longer than we wanted to.
Yeah, it's been. And I went away too, so it was like the beginning of me getting ready to leave.
Oh, it threw me off because we were gonna ship it before you left, then you left, and then we were out of supplies when you got back, and then we had to wait an extra. Everything got thrown off.
Yeah, it was. That won't happen again. Don't worry, we'll make sure. All right, so
we can offer the Lemon Lips snip too, boys and girls. We do.
Yeah, all this. It wasn't just the snow. It was the snow, the holidays. The packaging, the clamshells on his end. So,
and we might even have some original Lemon Lip seeds available. We're just kind of sitting on them. Like, I don't know. When you make that one where it's a true game changer, I'm sure a lot of breeders saw it firsthand where they're like, bro, this is so much better than the original female that I thought was this amazing keeper that I don't even want to run that thing for flower no more. You know what I mean? But then you're like, damn, I can't not breed with this thing no more because look what I made with it. So I don't know. It's a delicate balance, you know. Like I'll never run cherry pie indoors over rainbow ropes. Never ever. Same thing. Like I'll never run lemon tree indoors over lemon lips. I'll never run runts indoors over sugar tits. It's like anything that I make. Not only do we find keepers in a single pack that will shit on the original mom, all of the people that rock our stuff, they do too. And if you haven't gave our gear a try, you really should, because for the price point and what you're getting, how do you lose? You know what I mean? Like really.
You can't. You really
and it's
can't.
all authentic, real deal gear.
Yeah. And then I'll talk a little bit about, we did drop, what did we call it? You called it the Ultimate Lemon Bundle. So these
the Ultimate lemon Bundle, it is $100. I will throw in some extra packs for you guys if you do grab it. It's really rare. It's the lemon Lulu, basically 2.0, lemon Lulu just merged together. Bingo. And then we also got the original lemon tree lemonade to the lemon Lulu. And I mean, any breeder that is knows anything knows it's a $500 to $1,000 pack, because let's just say I know these guys are getting 800 a zip for this pheno, and it's smashing on Mr. Cushington's lemon ups. It took over the lemon game in LA. I can get a pack and pick my own pheno. Psh, that's worth 500 to 1,000, no questions asked. But you'd have to have experienced the flower to understand, oh, no other breeder really has this exact terp locked down like that.
Yeah, I don't know about the shipping. I don't know about the shipping costs. I think
the shipping costs have been similar, but everything does seem to take a little longer than it used to. But I feel like it's just how it is.
Well, I'll tell you this: the shipping cost in general, just for you to know, we had the holidays. They had fucking Yo, it's crazy because whatever shipping was a lot more over the holidays, and it's still like edging off a little bit.
But that's why I literally got an email from this big LA company that we buy packaging from, and they told us that they're like, we're shutting down at this point because fuck shipping they're gonna raise our prices.
They did,
and we're gonna go spend time with our family, and we're not like basically they boycott shipping anything for like 2 weeks because of what you just said.
It's dumb, man. It literally it's like a $2 difference, and it's still
but it adds up, dude. You spend $200
in a huge way.
You buy 200 shipping labels times $2 per extra one, and look at it like me. Let's say we do one of those give backs like we've done before, and we give away 200 packs, right? Even if I do the cheapest shipping method out of Hawaii at like $8, that's $1,600 in shipping fee.
100%, dude. And I totally forgot.
And then they add $2 on it, and now it's $10 a one, and then now you're like, oh, that's $2,000. You're like, yay. You know what I mean?
Yes. Like my little bit that I charge $10.
Well, that's why like the wife has been like, you gotta raise the prices, and we're just slowly we're gonna keep it affordable. We're trying to never have retail packs be more than 50 for you guys, but it just, dude, everything costs more money. Period.
Yeah, wow, bro.
Oh, and the Widow. There's the Lemon Widow, real 98 White Widow, lemon, and then we also got the real deal 98 Widow to the SFVOG to the Flow. I gave you that one too, right?
Yeah.
So I would cop that, and I would definitely cop that Purple Motor Breath too, which is the ChemD SFVOG times the Flow F4. So if you're looking for uniqueness, a lot of those lemon crosses extremely unique. I kind of highlighted the ones I would go for, and then all those other new Flow ones, that Purple Motor Breath and the Widow one, 100%. The Straw Guava one, I think I gave Dark that too. I mean, Straw Guava, you guys got to realize, like everybody's hyping up this Rainbow Papaya strain right now, and that Rainbow Papaya strain is a Straw Guava cross. And so the best way I can put it to you guys is, Straw Guava is an amazing hash variety, and a lot of people haven't experienced it, and you should jump all over it. But it is more of a little bit of a sativa-leaning plant. So if you're not trying to produce specifically like live resin hash, I don't know if I would rock a watermelon or a straw guava cross unless it was to something like the lemonade or the watermelon.
Yeah, we also put on.
You got to really be selective on those sativas. It's not super sativa, but it's compared to modern day shit, it's definitely like a 70-30s, maybe a 65-45. It's or 35, 65-35. By 65% sativa, 35% indica.
And then we were only able to put 3, which we did at a 98 Blue Widow. So the
Yeah,
98
that one's
Blue
limited.
Widow,
So that the 98 Blue Widow, our version of a Blue Widow, I would recommend it if you like old school, hard to get, unique things. That Widow is really special. Got that crazy narcotic potency Widow's known for. Very short statured plant. Great for people growing in tents and indoors. Outdoors, wouldn't really recommend running. You can run Widow outdoors, but I don't think people really do it for a reason.
I think we talked about so it was, the pineapple syrup. We talked about the Hawaiian heirloom. Did we talk about that?
Yeah, I would go with the Hawaiian heirloom if you're looking for something unique as well. Chocolate Thai stick Afghani, and then you got that to the Crip, Crippy heirloom purple Thai. You essentially have a melting pot of the 70s and 80s from Hawaii merged together. So it'll be mold proof. It'll do great outside. It'll do great inside. To me, if I was going to describe it, it's going to be like a chocolate Tootsie Roll with skunky and pineapple skunk tones to it. So tropical skunk, but like a chocolate pineapple skunk, I mean, would be the best description. Might get a little bit of incensiness in the front, but typically that doesn't stay. That's just like early bloom from the electric side of things.
True, old school, though. The Flow OG we put on there, Purple Motor.
Oh, that's right. Yep. And then we did the SFB OG times the Flow F4, and we made that into an F2 for anyone that's looking to just kind of preserve like a purple OG essentially, or I don't know how you would describe it. But we made a F2 out of it for you guys. So a lot of variety in there. You'll have everything from the OGs to the Flow side and everything in the middle. The skunk cabbage will be just like the name. It'll be very skunky and chemy and funky and just better like funky weed, man. It'll be nasty. So that was the goal, you know?
Yeah, all the lemon, you guys can actually choose a pack. You said, I saw somebody say something about deals. Well, $20 a pack. You guys choose your pack. There you go on that. There's still some Black
Friday. If you guys want to grab
there.
multiple from him, like you want to get the $100 bundle plus some of those other packs, we can figure out a deal. Same thing with the box set. We got a box set available. Comes with exclusives that aren't even on there. Yeah, we guarantee all our beans, man. Like, you ever have a problem, you hit up Dark, you let them know they didn't pop, whatever, we'll replace it, no problem.
What's the strongest terp that translates through smoke?
That lemonades. I would go lemonades and Lemon Lulu 2.0. Stain your whole area. And then if you still got a little bit of bread after that, get the lemon ropes and the orange lemonade. I mean, you will literally fucking blow your homies' minds with those strains because they'll never have smelt it. You know, I'm very particular. There's a lot of citrus terps I don't care for. So if I'm rocking with a citrus of any type, know that it's not just citrus, it's citrus plus candy, because I feel like for people in today's market, they've gotten a lot more keen and particular on what they like. And if you have a bitter citrus, it's just not going to go well. If it's a sweet citrus with candy, that goes well. Like, think about it. You want the lemon zest off the peel, or you want like a lemon fucking frosty? You know what I mean? Like, what you looking for? Because I can give you guys lemon zest, but that's going to be our lemon peel strain. It's more of a bitter lemon, right? With the lemon with the runts, we were going for that sweet lemon. That was, you know, where I feel like people don't say this enough, but breeders are like essentially, you can say artists, or you could say chefs. We're trying to represent what we like as an example of, this is a good lemon, this is a good cherry, this is a good cam dog, this is a good OG. And you're trying to have that benchmark set for the person can trust you and is like, yo, I heard you got the best glue. I need that. I heard you got the best papaya. I need that. You know, I heard you got a good GMO. I want it. Because that's really what it is for the more advanced guys. Candy
What's putting
lemon
out?
with raunchy chem. So we made that. It's called Cheminade. MD times the lemon Lulu. It'll dump stable heads. Go for it. Or the garlic lemonade.
Or how
Either
about this
one of
one?
those.
What's putting out the best milk? I mean, I would
Yeah, if you want the
assume.
straight lemon heads, we were going to call it lemon heads, but we went with lemonades. Lemonades. And can you
Lemonade.
specify best milk? Do you mean like 90U unpressed ice wax, or do you mean like live hatch rosin cold cure batter style? What we talking?
All right, get to that. Let's go. All right, 808 on. Okay, wait. I have rainbow papaya. She's looking good. Short section by stem rubs are ready. Let's go. He's talking about
Yep.
full melt, but we
Full
still
melt.
have.
So if you want really good full melt, I would look at the watermelon Rolex stuff front and center. I would probably go for, I think Dark has it. I don't know for sure though. The watermelon or the ChemD watermelon Rolex, the GMO watermelon Rolex, the
Yeah, we
GG4 watermelon Rolex. Guys, GG4 absolutely dumps and it's top tier heads. What else just goes crazy? The straw guava dumps, the papaya, dude. Papaya is watermelon papaya. That's what, like, straight up, like, why me and Max did our thing was for watermelon papaya. And when two breeders both go, yes, we need to make that. Trust.
All right, and I
What's
just
our
want to let him
heaviest
know.
yielder? I would go with an apple fritter to like a Chem Dog or like a Sunset Sherbet to like the watermelon, or even Sunset Sherbet to the lemon. Can't really go wrong with any of those. Thank you for
And
the
listen,
compliments, brother. Hard
those
work,
are on the
and
site.
we
The
invested,
watermelon
dude. Like
Rolex.
I got my gold when it was a lot cheaper than it is today, but I had all the OGs telling me, bro, fuck sitting on cash right now, dog. Buy gold, coins, chains, whatever. Just buy a bunch of gold. And they said that,
Yeah,
and boom, the price went from 1,200 an ounce in 2018 to what is it now, Dark? 5K.
it's fucking up there. But I just wanted to let him know on the watermelon Rolex. Listen, you guys, everything we talk about, there's you guys can go
You can
the
go on the
watermelon
site.
Rolex. Choose one pack, $20. To tell you the truth, that is actually on there for $20. Like, you guys can't go wrong. So, because I'm looking at the menu right now, the watermelon Rolex
Yeah, sure.
menu.
This dude ran a shirt papaya runs and he's tripping. Dude, everything on Dark Site from us is top tier. Just because it doesn't say $85, $150, go run it next to those packs and see it. We could charge that all day. But how I look at it is it's all about getting it out there. You know, I have other big seed brands come to me and ask me, how is your gear everywhere? I'm like, you make enough of it to where you can put it out there affordable. And if it's a good product, they're going to come back. And I can tell you, there's piles and piles and piles of people who run our gear and come back. The only people you'll see talk shit are like the wait time's too long. And that's what people don't get is we change the game at a price point, and then the demand has skyrocketed because of winning cups, amazing genetics. People want to come back, and then you have new people coming in, and with the price point being where it's at, you end up with a situation where we've got stuff like right now that is like, I want to say from before Christmas that hasn't shipped yet. And like, that's not fun, but we're in a situation where we appreciate everybody supporting us, but we've got a lot going on between we're developing our own varieties for hash, which means we have to like specifically grow for that. Then we're developing our own varieties for flower, which means that's a whole separate project. Then on top of that, we have the actual breeding projects we're still working through. Like we have the whipped cream menu going down right now. It's wedding cake, London pound cake, Cushman's. Absolutely incredible. I'll send pictures to Dark later of the girls. It's freaking phenomenal. It's high times looking shit. And yeah, you know, we're looking at it like this. We can elevate the game by putting in the work while we're capable of it, and we have all the strains right here on deck. And so we're just heads down, putting in the work. We greatly appreciate everyone who basically supports us because you give us that opportunity. You know what I mean?
I
What's
think
your
it's great.
heaviest yielder? I would go with, I think I said an apple chem. I think we got apple to the burger. So the apple burger, or there might have been a newer version. Space apples, if you can find it. Pretty much any fritter cross gonna kill. Sherb, I would go with the sherb to the watermelon sherb, the lemon sherbet. Those are some newer ones that absolutely will crush. Gary Payton is a chunker as well, so if you can get the lemon snowman or the juicy melons, those will slam hard, 100%. Homie ran the sherbet papaya runs and it was killer. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, everything from our papaya stuff smokes as flour. Even the original papaya back to the papaya as a back cross, because we put a ZBX3 in there. And so when you put a thing that smokes as flour into a thing that smokes as hash, you got to balance it, because you don't, in today's day and age, it's hard to have a one-trick pony. Like, this is only good as flour, or this is only good as hash. And so as a breeder, to take it to the next level, you really have to understand how your genetics wash, as well as how they smoke as flour. That way, when you have the big facilities or the home growers asking questions, you can answer it. And to be straight up, there's very few home growers that really want to make hash. So it's two completely different groups of people, essentially.
Let's see. All right, listen, I just want to put this out there. We have 808 for like 15, 20 more minutes, guys. I feel like there's 100 people in here, 96 to be exact. So shout out to everybody on X. I know you guys only see the numbers where you guys are at, but there are 100 people, over 100 people in here right now. Ask some questions, man. You got him for 20 more minutes.
Yeah, let me know if you guys got any questions on what to grow. Like, I'll say this: if you're a new grower, don't be shy about it. I can recommend what's the easiest things to start with. If you're an experienced grower and you're looking for something that's just going to be the dankest of the dank, and you're willing to take on plants that can be, I don't want to say difficult to grow, but the novice grower maybe should stay away from, I can recommend that as well. You know, it's pretty straightforward. It's all about providing information to the community so you guys can grow the best medicine at your home, or if you're a facility guy, you can get the best return on your investment. You know what I mean? I try to look at it from both sides of it. I don't go into breeding ever going, I'm making this just to get 3 a light. But I do know when I'm making a menu item like this will make 3 a light. That's why, like, we've never focused on promoting these are heavy yielders, because I feel like as a medical patient, that's typically your last concern. You're like, is it going to do the job? You know, but then on the flip side of it, from the other side, they want what's going to be the best money maker. Who I got to wait, whoa. Lemon Lips watermelon right now. I can't give it away, but it's on Dark Site. You can go get it.
I'm saying, we're talking about, like, listen, you guys should go to the site. Listen, I just looked too, and this is why I keep going back and forth. You know, we have these are $20 packs. Just keep that in mind, guys. That's going to be
$20 for your talking two like this.
Green
All
Monster.
these packs should be $200 to $250. The reason I'm not doing that to you guys is because I know how to produce like this. You win because I can like this. Ask breeders, do you reuse your soil? Is your farm sustainable? Are you using nature to produce your seed, or are you using artificial light? Because it's all about having the conscious level of thinking, and obviously you can only do what you have there to utilize. But that was the goal for 808, was sustainability, actually real sun matured beans. And that's why sometimes people will see with our seeds, the head of the seed will not want to release off the top of the seedling. So you got to mist it and kind of pop it off. The Hawaiian Sun just got the mojo to it.
It definitely does, man. Like, that is
It's got the mojo to it.
So what's the easiest strain to grow is what she's asking.
Easiest strain to grow. That's easy. So I would go with, I'm going to say it's going to sound redundant, but fritter is probably one of the easiest to grow strains. So if you get a fritter to a runts, a fritter to a lemon, I would probably go with that one, the lemon fritter personally. But I think there's even watermelon to the fritter as well. Either one of those, Dark has is brand new badass strains that'll be very easy to grow.
Yeah, I would love for you guys to
go. My dad always kind of shunned them, so to be fair, I haven't ever given it a fair run. I personally never have tried it. I've just been from a young age. My dad was like, "That's ruderalis stuff." Like, and no disrespect, he's like, "That's not the medical stuff. That's for the guy trying to like just grow it in his backyard, has no lights, and is just trying to get what he can."
Yeah.
But I've heard good stuff. I've heard guys say they yield and they're nice. I don't know.
They've come a long way. I feel like that's, from the people I talk to when we do get into all the flower conversation, I feel like they've come a very long way. I'm definitely that guy with used to say, and probably would to somebody nowadays, just go buy a timer,
But the chocolate fritter, I forgot about that one. That one will blow doors, 100%. And then I'm trying to read these questions for you guys. I got to lean forward and look weird, like a weirdo, because I don't got my glasses on.
How long does the lemon snowman take the flower? There you go.
9 weeks. I would take it 9 weeks if you can give it 65 days prime time. The tag-alongs, I don't think Brandon Russ has got it going all the way yet, but a lot of people have already grown it all the way out and posted pictures. If you go on X, I got a finished video of the tag-alongs. I didn't grow it. It's across the pond somewhere in the UK, but like I said, I'm all about making the seeds and getting them out there because they don't do no good sitting on the shelf.
All right. What would you recommend for loudness? I'm talking smell jumping out of the bag.
Lemon ropes would be like one of my top choices. The Lemon Lulu 2.0 Lemon Lulu. Either those, the lemonades, those will all be just screaming at you out of the bag like, holy shit.
What made you want to work with
don't sleep on the Lemon Dream either. What made me want to work with the GG4? Great question. So you have what you call gatekeeper strains, right? And so I'm 41, if you want to age me. And Gorilla Glue number 4 was the first strain where I don't care what anyone says. You can hate me for saying this. They wanted it more than Chem Dog. They wanted it more than Sour Diesel. They wanted it more than OG. It came in and it just shit on the top 3 strains of all time and said, "What's up, fucking GG4?" And, a lot of people told me, "Nah, dog, GG4 ain't that." And then I told them, "Dog, you don't know. You're not deep in the game like me. You got that unknown prophet fucking Pheno number 128 GG4 S1. And they're like, "No, I don't. I got the real one." And so I said, "All good. Whatever you want us, whatever's clever, big dog." And then when we linked up, I wouldn't say shit. I would just give them the bag of the GG4 and not tell them what it was. And then any glue hater instantly turned into a fucking believer. And like this is authentic GG4 in a bucket. You want to find out, holler at Dark. I mean, there is. And the super glue seeds are authentic. It's real GG4 in seed form. And to be fair, I didn't want to disrespect Josie Wales by breeding with it while he was doing all his work. So I was breeding with it, but not pure. I was trying to keep it like crosses. Can you get me?
All right, so we do ship to Idaho, just to give you.
Dark got you, big dog.
I think you just talked about that. I think you're a little ahead. Okay, Blue Dream
GG4 peanut butter is wicked, bro. We got multiple versions of it.
Okay, what strains on the line?
Fritter, Dark should have it. If not, I can get it to him. You got Apple Fritter to the Gorilla Glue 4 back cross. What strain or line is strong against powdery mildew in a papaya cross? Pure papaya, rainbow papaya typically is going to be very resilient against powdery mildew. Certain strains are more prone to powdery mildew, but so safe bet would be go with rainbow papaya. Right now, our typical turnaround time is 3 weeks, but we do have stuff that's a bit longer than that. But for Dark, anything that you guys order now would probably be about 7 to 10 days before we ship it to him. Just people got to realize it's a lot easier when, like, if you saw our order sheet, which I can't show you, we have some people getting 100 packs, 50 packs, 35 packs per order, right? So it's like it can take time to go through those. With Dark, boom, I'm sending him 50 to 100 packs. He's the quarterback. He's quarterbacking it to all of you guys.
Yeah, and I put it on there this time. I try to be mindful, especially last month. Like I just do, and sometimes I forget. You might go to the site and think it's in stock.
Yeah, and we'll try to get better at shipping times, but you guys got to realize, like, we are on the real, like, the jars we have here. Like, this is our genetics that we grew and washed right here in Hawaii. right? Same with all the seeds, same with all the flock. Like it's all, we're doing it right here vertical. And so there's just so many, you know what I mean? Like I don't want to put numbers, but just take a guess on how much I transplant every freaking week. You know what I mean? It just,
And
and
what
then
he
this week
said,
we're
what's
cutting down the indoor room too. So that just,
no,
it all, it's just a, it's a keep it moving, but some days we got 4 guys packaging and some days it's 2 or 1.
and what he said, what's pinned there, that's you know, I like be patient because at that cost, you guys are fucking getting hooked the fuck up.
Like I
It's just
said,
a
the
matter
wife
of,
is 100% right on this. We should be
time.
charging 100 a pack, and then we would get caught up. But I can't just slam you guys with that price tag right away. It's got to take some time to get it back there. And I want to remind everyone, we did drop at, I'm pretty sure even dark, everybody that originally got beans from us, they were dropping them at 100, 150 a pack, and they were selling out every time.
Oh yeah, the boxes. They used to, you know, back then, pricing was a lot different. I think on your site, you still have, well, you know,
Yeah, we still have some of those prices up. The reason we changed the pricing was when we changed the packaging, we saved so much on the cost of the actual each one.
Yeah,
that we were like, shit, we'll just drop the price way down and get all these seeds out here, and you know we can make piles.
All right. Okay. Is there anything that you have? I'm assuming that's what he's saying. Is anything on there like jet fuel? Any of the crosses that you could point out, like
Anything like jet fuel? Yeah, we got quite a bunch of different like OG varieties like that. I would go with. Do you have the Terminator on your site?
Yeah, we have the 2-pack special. So
yeah, I would get the Terminator.
It's like the Terminator.
We do have some new SFB OG backcross stuff that I don't think Dark has. But if you're interested, we did like a SFB times SFB OG BX4, I want to say it was. So that would be real like the jet fuel. Holly Girl has a lot of jet fuel vibes as well. From the Veterans giveaway, let's go.
Let's go, Cody. I just popped some papaya malasada. They're all regs. That's the next question. So, all regs. If 808's going to make FEMs anytime soon, we'll definitely let you guys know.
I mean, everybody's begging me to do it, and I feel stupid not doing it because I'm like, I'm basically refusing money. And I'm like, for purposes of moral sake, that's fucking genetically modified fucking seed, not natural. You know, fuck. You're like this. Not to sound like a snob, but I'm just gonna be real here. Me and a lot of homies, this is just our opinion, and people hate on this. I'm just gonna fucking say it. You cannot progress the plant forward by doing FEMs. You can simply try to capture what is there, but you're bottlenecking it and you're creating issues that don't need to be there.
And that's problem. I'll say this: when you asked about the autos, the person that asked the auto, that is one of the problems with the autos for sure. You can't clone. You can't really do too much except a little short growth with maybe some flower.
SFB OG to ChemD reversal already been done.
Still needs
Girl Scout to whatever reversal already been done. How are you going to make a new reversal from 2 hype parents? Everybody's already doing it. You're creating a bottleneck. You're copying what other people are doing. And when you take a FEM to a FEM, a lot of times they're already FEM to FEM. And any breeder that's worth their weight in fucking salt and will tell you the truth will say, you can go FEM to FEM, but you really should be like hunting out of a regular pack to find a dope pheno, reversing that to hit that to make FEMs. Not, I got OG and I got cookies, I'm going to reverse it and hit them together. When OG's the bag seed, and more than likely you got a Girl Scout cookie bag seed as well. So you already got double S1, and then you're crossing, you're like, let's manipulate it and reverse it again to cross it together. It's like you're compounding issues, which will have fire phenos in there. But from like a preserving perspective for society, the cannabis world, hell no, that's a cash grab. You know what I mean? And that's why, like, if they're making FEMs with thought, they're finding reg seeds or making reg seeds, phenoing that, reversing that to go back on their shit. Because that they truly care if they're doing that. Because then they release FEMs and the regs. Like they're meeting the market demand, and I get it. Some people can't do both, but like I talked to a lot of people in the breeding game, and that's really where it's at. A lot of them have been breeding for fucking decades, and they know already. I can't go FEM to FEM to FEM. Once I go FEM to FEM to FEM, we're fucked. So you got to keep the regs in the mix always.
All right, so okay, I just want to. Where did you get the peanut butter bread parents from? That was. Are you
The peanut
asking
butter
about the
bread that
parents
we
already?
use is the Matty B Stacker cut. I've been offered lots of money for it. I'm a man of my word. Somebody gives me something and asks me not to give it out, I don't give it out. I don't sell
Yeah,
it.
that
It's not
was
a,
that
that's
was
just
Thug
that's
Dog
the
originally.
untold rules of the fucking game. And if anyone tells you otherwise, they're not real.
All right, outside the GMO chem, what are some of the best strains for volatile sulfur compounds?
Crippy is really nasty, like a green onion chem. So if you can imagine like onion and chem, that's the best way to describe Crippy if you get it to pop right. It will go lemon pine salt, but it depends on the pheno and when you pull it. Any grow tips for the Ogre Breath? In general, it's an easy to grow strain. It will stretch from the GMO. It may go 10 weeks. People love it. There's a strain in, I forget if it's in Boulder or where it's at, Denver, somewhere maybe. They call it pot roast because it literally smells like a pot roast.
Let's go. I just,
Yeah, shout out for
sometimes,
Dark to have me on here and appreciate
absolutely.
everybody's time, you know?
Yeah, for sure. We got like a couple minutes left. That's it. But I do like to put up like, these just the community and seeing, the luck they've had and
And if
people
you
like
guys
this.
grow fems or autos, I'm totally with it. Like if you support the plant, all about it. But it's also like you got to think 20 years down the line, what is going to matter? And I'll tell you this: if everybody took gelato and cookies and runts and Skittles and just reversed them onto each other, our gene pool would not be very diverse.
I'm not sure what that is. What square packs and round packs? Oh, the older packs are.
So square packs are actually older. So with the Mylars, I don't know if I have one in front of me, but
I probably do.
here's a so that we do both. These are authentic Mylars from us.
Yeah.
They're rounded though, so that these are considered second gen. So if you have packs with square edges like that, is that a square or round? That's a round. So
Yeah,
rounds
it is round.
are considered second gen, and squares are considered first gen. And the way we did that is so we know if it's the first batch of Mylars or not.
Okay, okay, here we go. Here's a good question.
Yeah, so if it's a rounded edge like that, that's the second generation Mylar. What's a pack that an experienced home grower could pop? So if you're an experienced home grower, do you like gas? Do you like candy? Do you like candy gas? Do you want tropical fruits? Do you want raunchy? What is your alley? I know how it is, and it's just like food. Everybody's got their preference. What's up with diesel malasada? It's a hitter, bro. I'm pretty sure that's the straight diesel to the peanut butter. But I could be wrong.
What we got? Okay,
yeah, it's hard as a home grower to grow regs, but that's what you'll realize is you really don't need. From our packs, I'd say a half a pack will find you a keeper. Hey, I have nothing against fems. I'll grow them. I don't even want to honestly breed with fems. It's like one of those weird things. Yep, we do. Thank you. Yeah, post on the Discord.
All right, I think we just thought. Okay, you know what? I might be a little back, and he might have responded to some of these because I know he's looking.
I'm trying to read it, but
is stability better breeding from regs? In your opinion?
You'll typically end up with a lot more stable gear from breeding with regs. Most people that breed fems, once they go too many generations, the hermaphrodite gene is inherited to the point it's a dominant trait within the gene pool.
That's how rumors get started. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, he just explained that though. I'm probably behind on the comments.
Nah, the square packs were just the first gen. The round packs were the second gen.
Okay, do you breed outdoors? And do you direct sow any cultivars?
Yes, we do. We do the cultivars. You can get the cuts. You can hit Dark Up or me, whatever you want to do. And all our breeding is outdoors. Yes.
Do you have any seeds that are early finishers growing outdoors in the Northeast? So late September.
Yeah, I would go with like a Gorilla Glue cherry pie. I think it's called like cherry gorilla. That one will finish real quick. The cherry apple pie, the cherry to the fritter. Pie in general is a very fast finisher. but you don't want the pure pie because the pure pie, if you're too north, it doesn't like it where it's too cold and damp. It'll do all right. It just won't yield the best. See right there, the homie just said, still in love with the gas can. Dude, when we made the gas can, that the whole point of that was to create probably the best gas variety of all time. My friend even said it today. He was smelling the Crippy when we were harvesting, and he was like, there's no way that Chem D and the Chem 91 didn't come from this Crippy strain, even if not directly, like it's related. And he's like, when did this shit come around? I was like, 86. And he's like, why is it got this green onion smell to it and the Chem? And I'm like, bro, I don't know. That's just how it is. And the gas can, you got that Chem D and Chem 91, all fucking the greatest 3 strains basically together. The only thing it's missing is GG4. And trust, I'm going to figure out how to put it in there. Yeah, guava nectars is crazy. Anything with the Sherman Runs 33 cut, I think I mentioned it, but if I didn't, if you guys heard about the Gus 19, Sherman Runs 33 is the answer to that. I can't say it's better. The homie hasn't ran it side by side, but the 33 is in my lineup every time. Black, purple, beautiful buds, straight showstoppers, bro. Showstoppers. You look at it and just hang your jaw going, wow. And then you smell it, and it smells like a guava plant, but a candy guava plant. You ever smelled guavas before, Dark? Like the pink one? It's yellow and pink.
I love guavas. So
yeah, it's like the guava soda though. You ever had the Hawaiian Sun guava soda?
I don't think not Hawaiian, but definitely had guava.
You guys got guava. You guys gotta have some kind of guava drinks over there.
Yeah, there's guava soda.
Yeah, just like a guava juice. It's like the weed is like guava juice. I was almost gonna call it guava juice.
Yeah, Dakota, you could hit them up in the DMs.
Yep, we did Sherman Runs 33 to the papaya, to the 7. All kinds.
Let's go.
Where can I get cuts? We have them on 808market.com. You go right there and you can grab a cut. Or you can hit me up if you can't figure it out. Yeah, like the Mexican soda, exactly. Like the guava Mexican soda, the guava gas, the guava monster. Dark's got them all. You guys, they're on his site. They're incredible. I promise you.
I see Shiloh in here. I didn't realize. Damn, my clock must be
we're
off.
past time already. Damn.
Yeah, I see it. That was a quick hour.
See, I don't know. I didn't ask the dude who bred panty droppers. He was just over here the other day, the Humboldt seed guy. But that's when you got Humboldt seed, who's a huge brand name, asking you how's your gears everywhere and wanting papaya seeds, you know you're doing some stuff right.
High School Sweethearts, Gage Green, I believe.
Yeah, I got a gifted pack from a homie. And then we still have some. I don't know if it's on Dark Site, but we got Papaya High School Sweetheart. People sleep on that one. Cherry Popper was pretty much the one that got all the love off that drop.
All right,
weird we got.
Oh, damn! I keep looking at the clock like we still have a couple of minutes, but it's already.
No, I think we're over.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring Shiloh up. Hey, you want to hang out for you give me another minute with both you guys up there?
You're chilling. If you want to get up, walk around, stretch out, do your thing, big dog.
Yeah, I'm gonna just grab another cup.
Oh, the man, the myth, the legend, right there. That new menu is fire, dog.
Player. What's up, my guys? Darkstar.
What's up, brother? Hey, give me 1 second. I figure I have both you guys in there for 1 second.
Yeah, you got to go take.
You guys better make sure you grab some of Shiloh's gear, bro. I was looking at his new menu, and I don't really buy seeds, and I was like, bro, hats off. That was like some fucking. It sounded like all old school killer shit.
Yeah, man. I'm just trying to smoke how I used to smoke, and everyone likes different stuff, but I just one day was like, what?
Nah, it's so important though. People don't dude, the real headband. I think you had like a headband one on there. I thought I saw, and
yeah, there's a lot crossed with that 818 headband, F6 male, F4 male, and then there's another headband, like a triple.
Got you. Yeah, bro. I already know, bro. Like those headbands, if it's the right one, it's just such a nice strain. You're just I remember the Sour Kush too that was floating around for a while in Cali.
Yeah, for sure.
My friend moved from Cali, and he I guess he's from some big farm, and he brought this Sour Kush cut that was all renowned or whatever. And I remember baffling on how it was not headband but headband, if that makes sense. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because it smelled and tasted just like headband, but when you looked at the plants grow side by side, the buds looked different. where you can tell it was like its own pheno.
Yeah, I'm smoking some of the 91 F4 818 headband right now, and I think it's a strain I could probably spend the rest of my life smoking.
Well, I'm just gonna put it out there, and it's up to you if you want to do this, but we'll see what the chat says. So, are you a fan of any type of lemon candy terps? Because just God's telling me this. Lemon lips, aka lemon Lulu, to your headband. I gotta send you my cut, and you just gotta trust me. It's gonna. It would be incredible.
Limonene is one of my favorite terpenes for sure.
Yeah, no, this is like the kind lemon where it's like you touch that plant and it stains your hands and your beard, and like you be fucking smelling shit fucking 10 plants later, and it still comes off like you're like, bro, and then you're like, no fucking way, and then you go back to the thing again, and you're like, wow. Like, I haven't had it lab tested, but I would say it's probably 6 to 7% terps easy.
All right, let's see what do we got.
You know what I mean? Because like stuff that I know that's been lab tested, that 4 to 5, this thing's louder for terps.
Shoot them out, brah.
And if you put it, I'm just saying, put some ones up, chat. Let me know if that's a W idea. Headband lemon lips. I'm telling you.
707 808.
Exactly.
Right? Let's go. Make this shit happen.
I think it'd be dope. I think it'd be dope, bro. It doesn't even have to be that. It could just be you smell the lemon thing and then you pick. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because that's how I like to do it. I like to smell it and decide based off of right there.
And at any given time, you're always working with good stuff. So sometime of it's just timing.
And I got some other cool shit too. I figure I should send you like 2-3 flavors, and then you just see what it is.
If anything comes of it, though, I have to be the exclusive on this one.
Oh, Dark's the only guy.
Oh, shit.
But that's just the one. Like, if we could only make one strain together, that would be my pick. The lemon with your headband, or your lemon with something that's just sour, gassy Kush thing.
Yeah, I'm feeling that for sure.
So, what do you guys think happened? What happened to the cantaloupe? I'm just gonna put these questions up here.
I'm not an expert on that, so I'll just
probably original genetics got lost. They stopped making it. I don't know. It's a question for DNA, I believe. I think they still have it. I don't know. Not too familiar with what everyone else is doing.
All right, so we got Beamer running in the pines, running all your gear.
Oh hell yeah! Oh hell
well, I'm gonna head out, Dark. Thanks for having me on, and right on, Shiloh.
Yeah.
I'll get your contact from Dark at some point, and
sure.
I'm about to make a bunch of more snips, so I'll figure it out. Because I got a good guava too. If you want something like blacky purple buds that's just chunks out crazy, yields great, but like tastes all the way down too. Like,
let's stay green with it.
Let's go.
You like green mainly only, yeah?
I don't know. It's my preference. Yeah, let's get.
No, I know, but I'm just saying if you want to make something that's chunky with it'll blend with your stuff. I think
for sure. Yeah, we'll
but if you want to keep it old school too, we got that as well. We got green stuff only. But right on. Yes, sir. Thank you guys.
I appreciate you, man. All right, cool. So how you been?
Oh yeah, dude was running in the pines, a bunch of the Tepache. That my homie's like just like, oh, he's in love with it in Minnesota. Like a plastic a Mexican Mountain Dew in a plastic bottle. That's how he said. And then I was just up in the Northwest. We went up to Terp Wars, and my homie had just come off with some In the Pines. And I mean, there's sneaker phenos in there. It's really in the pine-ish. We found a cotton candy, and he has the straight mothball DMT pheno. So it's like DMT and pineapples.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds fucking interesting for sure. And the cotton candy. And that was from the In the Pines. I actually talked to somebody else from that works with it In the Pines, and he wanted to actually come on and talk to you a little bit about it as well. But he wasn't able to make it.
That's not going to be. It won't be around forever. There's not a lot of it left. It was just, my wife's favorite strain. She loves smoking it, so we made more seeds, and it's lower on the THC, higher on the CBD. Smells really great. Some people love it. It's a preservation strain for sure. So a few people jumped on, started working with that because they're from that era of the In the Pines as well. So
And we just dropped something new. I actually just got, well, they've been on the site for a couple of days. I haven't had a chance to really talk about it yet. I'd like to talk about what we just put on the site as well. I think it was what was it?
I think the Gastronomy was the new drop.
That's exactly what it was. So the Gastronomy, talk a little bit about that. And
yeah, so that's kind of I was talking to 808 a little about that one is the headband with the F4 818 headband back to the F6 818 headband. So it's full on. It's full on. When people talking about gas, don't sleep on the Gastronomy.
Hence the name,
right? If you're an anime fan, you know what the Gastronomy is. That's that gas fruit.
All right, so 818 over 707. He's curious why.
Oh, they're two different strains. Yeah, and this is the one I've been working with. If you got the 707, send it out. For sure, send the 707 out. We'll get that in the mix. The other headband was the 56 day.
Which one's Loompas? Is that either? That's
I think it's just called Loompas.
Okay, that's what it is. Yeah,
I'm not really like if I start talking about other people's stuff, I might get something wrong, and then the critics will jump in. So I kind of just know what I have and what I'm working with.
Okay. Oh, so hey, Shiloh, the light company wants do you sell individual lights or is it just commercial growers?
Yeah, I mean, we can sell individual lights usually, but like, I don't know. Usually if you get one top light, you want 2 under canopy lights, but if you want a couple lights, yeah, just hit me up in the DM and then we can work that out. Light company's going off. We just got back from Colombia. So we're in full mode in Colombia with established agro technologies, and we're off to a booming start. So it's pretty exciting. It was kind of a weird time to go to Colombia with the whole Venezuela thing going on, but we did, and we had a blast. And I'll tell you what, they got fire. They got fire hash, fire rosin. They got local weed. They got imported weed.
Let's see.
Going back in March.
Yeah, it had to be a good time. I've seen some of the pictures for sure.
Yeah, and it was really cool because I guess that time of the year, everyone has like a 2-week vacation, so the city's empty, and we didn't. It was really like there wasn't a lot of traffic. It wasn't too crazy. So, and two of our guys in the company are Colombian, so they knew the lay of the land and everything. It was pretty sweet.
So, did you find any land? Like, is there anything there that you found that was unique and you?
We didn't really dig that deep, but on this next trip, we're gonna go hook up with CV and Santi, Black Tuna Gang, and they're taking us to all the spots. So okay. I did see the Punto Rojo a few times, and I didn't get any seeds or anything of that, but it exists, and so we're gonna kind of go down and be honored to sharing this story with those guys and see a lot of the history. So looking forward to that for sure.
Absolutely. Well, I think we should talk a little bit about, I know we revisit what we have on the site. I feel like now's as good a time as any. Usually we're here on Wednesdays. I think there's a lot of different people in here that might not have heard us talk about the drops yet. So I feel like we should just run down a little bit, at least talk about the headband and, what they can expect and some of the stuff and the new stuff we put on. For anybody that's not familiar with it yet, we can get into that a little bit.
Yeah, chunky, gassy nuggets. Really like, trying to find all the pieces and the spare parts and just make some super custom machines, based on the ideas that happened before. So Apex, right now I'm smoking the Apex precursor. And that's a 91 Kim with the F4 818 headband. and the father's that 97 Super Sour, which is so essentially it's a back cross, but the 97 Super Sour from these dudes up in the Sierras. I always like fucking space on their name, but they had the strain since 97 and crossed that with 818. So that's a banger male right now. But that strain is having really good reviews. People are saying it's the most vigorous in their garden. And yeah, really excited about that one too. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff with that male as well as the 818. So the shut the fuck up is the F5 818 headband with that 97 Super Sour. Oh yeah, total devastation. Could be one of the most slept on strains. It's like it really what you're looking for. It's like it's better than Haze. That's a big statement, but it's been said by some big dudes out there. And I think originally it was from Cannabiogen, and then Old Dirty SOG continued it out a little further, and that's the cut that I'm working with. But I hit that with the 97 Super Sour and also the 818, the F6 in that case, 818 headband. So that's like East Coast Haze meets West Coast gas. And it just grows. It is crazy. It's a crazy big plant. It's not going to fit in your commercial grows too well. So,
and that's the one that you said about Florida with the Haze.
I mean, I was telling the Haze dudes, I'm like, this shit's better than Haze, and they didn't get the cut yet. I got to get them the cut, but they have this cross, so we'll see. But yeah, it's a banger of a plant.
So what else you got coming up? Is there anything new coming up? Like, what are you working on right now?
Yeah, I got some stuff I just harvested last week, a bunch of stuff. A lot of those, like the headband 818 cross with the back cross of the Super Sour. That was the male in this one. So the F6 818 with the back cross Super Sour. This one. I hope the label's inside. Oh yeah, the BX1 with the BX1. Right now, I got another room going with the original watermelon Zum Zum, male and female in there with a lot like Total Devastations in there, some old Neville strains, and then pretty much a lot of these on this list right here.
I'm just looking at it. And are we still doing the buy one, get one on the 97 Super Sour?
No, that was December. We'll come up with some new little thing for the people.
All right, let me take that. Yeah, I'm just going through the menu right now. I can't really see any. Let me get that off there. So the 97 Super Sour is still on there.
High and Mighty, there's a few packs of that left, which is the 97 Super Sour male father with the In the Pines F4 mother. And that's one of my mixes that I smoke. I actually mix those two flowers together, and it could be some of the best weed in the world. Box type shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man, it's just nice that you're working with all this stuff, like he says. Having the 818 locked in seed form is massive, Shit.
Yeah. And it's a heavy yielder, like even in organic situation, like some of these gas strains are like more, I don't want to say larfy, but spread out, and it's just really chunky. So
I mean, I love the gas, so yeah, I feel like that's in my opinion, there's nothing like the gas. But okay, what's up, Shiloh? IG deleted my account, so couldn't post the 97 Super Sour and the Dolly blowing up. Popping those unreleased nexts.
Yeah, I remember talking with you. You should just start another IG account. But yeah, Dolly Lambo. That's one that we didn't talk about, but it's kosher crossed with the A1A. That one's pretty cool too. But people didn't really buy a bunch of them, so I just kind of held back on
I figure, yeah, I think the kosher is good. So yeah, we
Kosher
have
banging, bro. That
right,
one's, bro, seriously fire. I
and
mean,
then
you
the
can't go
Apex,
wrong with anything, really.
the
Really,
Super
really.
Banger.
Super banger. Talk about neon green weed with huge calyxes. It looks that's one that's everyone loves Headbanger. So Headbanger 97 super sour. I want to say those guys' names are Gold Green, but I'm pretty sure maybe that's it. The dude's up in the foothills.
Kosher is tasty. Let's go. Hey, listen, I tell you, I say this to you guys all the time. I bring everybody through here so you guys can ask questions. Ask away. This is your guys' chance to ask some questions. We have about 40 minutes. We'll talk a little bit more about what's on the site. I'll switch that down there, that scroll, let you guys know you guys should go to the site. But I feel like this is your guys' chance to ask questions. I could ask a million questions, but this is for you guys to ask. Let me switch this real quick. All right, there we go.
Yeah, Columbia was dope. Massive High Mountain hashish up there. My dude, White Owl, some of the best rosin in the world, just coming out of nowhere in Colombia, could compete with anyone in the world. We saw a lot of flower, local grown flower from just like a haze type plant to full on purple bud type stuff. We toured a lot of farms, CBD production and THC and some rosin farms. So went to some indoor grows. Indoors coming up pretty big there. So Columbia, I think, is just going to take over just because it's so cheap to produce flower there. A little upper decker. The Oaxacan, man, it's that Landrace Mexican. And as a kid, I just remember that was one of my favorite strains, smoking the Oaxacan. It's got like terpinolene and osamine in it, so it adds something really, really nice mix. Some chunky big buds. Cat piss, the cut is on my list. Yeah, we have it. The cat piss is around for sure.
So is it like what? Is it like hazy, pissy? Like is
Cat
it?
piss? It smells like when you didn't clean the litter box. Like
Okay,
ammonia.
not like ammonia though, right? Like I hear people talk
Ammonia.
like ammonia.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. See, we used to get. It was more like a sweet. I don't know how to explain it. What we used to get, like I lived in Florida back in the '90s, so we would get the cactus that was like the super silver haze, like a pheno of it, and it wasn't really on that ammonia side. It was more sweet, like pleasant. I can't explain it. You'd smell it and be like, it smells like this, but it smells fucking good.
It was never one of my favorites, but people seem to love it.
Bro, it's just you guys like the ammonia one. The ammonia one, it's just whatever preference, I guess. I'd be interested to see nowadays because we're so many years, removed from those days. I'd be curious to see for sure. But okay, what do we got? Shallow, just wonder if I can get in touch with you about Colombia. Did you say you were setting something up down there, Dakota? I don't know.
Yeah, for friends on Instagram, you could hit my DM. We did. We set up our light company down there, and then we segued into like greenhouses and pretty much everything you need to solar set up grows. So we did. We got an office down there, and we have a warehouse. So that's in Bogota, and yeah, we're going back there in March to a different area, Santa Marta, and then we're just going to keep on making connections. So yeah, if you're down there, hit me up. 100%.
Need that Santa Marta gold. Shit.
Yeah, 100%.
All right, the lemon pineapple gas sounds fire. Definitely looking forward to getting those genetics. Let's go. Not the haze, cat piss, or okay. You guys are still on that. Let me see. Got some
Yeah,
captive.
lemon pineapple gas is pretty crazy in itself. There on my Instagram, there's a picture not too far back, and it looks phenomenal.
So is there any, like I see him say this, Shram, is there any hazes that you're actually working into any of your gear besides, like what we talked about already, which can compete with the hazes?
I mean those the destroyer crosses, because the Florida dudes would tell me that, like, haze, it kind of was, besides being a strain, a lot of weed that had those terps was identified as haze as well. So I would say that the Colombian Mexican Thai, which is the destroyer, is a really hazy plant in itself. So
Okay.
I have a bunch of other haze crosses. I haven't really got into that because, like I said, I had a revelation one day, and I'm like, well, what do I want to smoke my other life? I don't want to just grow this out and just keep exploring. It's like, man, I just want to grow the gas because
Yeah, I hear you on that.
best when I smoke it or smell it. So
It is the best.
Kind of like gas centric, centrically focused.
I totally agree. So I'm not gonna just read the scroll at the bottom of the page there. I don't know, hooligan. Yeah, I'll just call you hooligan. So just read the scroll at the bottom of the page.
Creations, si lo sabes, if you know.
What do we got? So yeah, let me see.
Oh, I went up to the Northwest. I saw our guy, Professor P. Shout out.
I was about to ask you. Yeah, you guys play some
we did play some disc golf, man. That dude's a fucking he's committed. It was like 30 degrees and 30-mile-an-hour winds. He's meet us at this place on the Hood River, and it was a fun time just to hang out for a couple hours. It was so cold, he hit a tree with one of the discs and the thing's cracked in half.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get him to come back on within the next couple of weeks. Maybe I would love to do what we had talked about. Have you guys like once a month, have you guys together, do like a panel where we could have multiple people in here. I think it'd be a cool thing to do, like once a month.
Yeah, for sure.
But just to bullshit and talk about the community, what's going on. Let's see. What do we got? Trying to get into this a little bit more. Yes. Yeah, I think last time you were on with me, we got cut off. I can't remember if we were back or not. Oh, we did come back after that.
I think we did something after that.
I think we did come back. So let me see. Yeah, we pretty much, I mean, I feel like if you guys want to see what's on the site, you guys could easily go to the site and look. If you guys have any questions about specific strains, you guys should probably like the 33, the Albany Sour Diesel.
Yeah, there's a few actually of those left. That's not on the list I have, but that one's a banger for sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get with you. I tried to give you a call yesterday. But I'll give you a call sometime tomorrow.
I had some medical shit yesterday, so I was just didn't do much.
No, all good. Yeah, I just wanted to get everything taken care of. I have a couple things. Any advice? Okay, here's good. So yeah, I'd love you guys to ask these questions because it's always hard for me in the last hour because I've been sitting here a while and it's been a long fucking day. So your guys' questions, we'll get to them. Any advice for outdoor selection? Resistant to PM and botrytis. Missouri is my location. Weather can be tricky.
Man, I really don't have a lot of experience in Missouri, but like if you want to tap in, we're friends on Instagram, to my DM. I do got people out in Missouri that could help you better with that question. WD-40? No, but I've smelled those before.
WD-40.
That's a lost ester group, probably.
You're right. Blazing some gas from Banana OG Slurricane Gelato. Let's go. We love the gas. We do. I know I fucking do. There's nothing I like to smoke more than the gas, to be honest.
Yeah, I
And the
mean,
fun.
I
So
think a lot of people are just lost in the frost, and the capitalism that's taken over the cannabis game has like programs people's minds to believe that the frostier and the more phenols that are in the plant, the better it is. But you talk to the wizards and they all know, um, there's some special and magic that's happening in these strains from these groups, and whether it's styles or alkaloids or what, it's still yet to be determined. But like 18-20% weed that's not just fucking frosted out, and it's taking you to a higher, more artistic, energetic place, and it could be just a simple overload of THC that doesn't give you that energetic high anymore. But you know what I'm talking about.
absolutely. I feel like this is a conversation I had in the first hour where, someone said I haven't smoked anything. It's something to do with the 70s. And I had to disagree with the 70s, but the 90s, weed now, it seems like visually doesn't translate into like effects or anything. It's just,
Yeah.
it's changed so much since then. I think it's people are breeding for bag appeal. They're breeding for the wrong reasons. That's why I appreciate people like you actually breeding for the right reasons. So
Everything great that weed has evolved out of survival, and we've taken survival out of the equation. And there's grows that people try to not go in, and then they go in with hairnets and, oh, don't touch the leaves, and it's like
right,
really pampered. But like the THC and these things evolved to protect the plant from predators. So some of those things we didn't know about, and they might not exist anymore. So like we got a lot of dogs. There's dogs, and they're pretty, and we got all kinds of dogs, but dogs can't do what a wolf does.
no,
No.
no.
And we could like let a bunch of dogs loose in the wild, and eventually they'd become something like a wolf.
Yeah.
But there's magic that came in that being able to overwinter and come back the next season, and then you're getting attacked by these. You got to evolve some. So there's a lot of magic in survival.
Survival of the fittest and evolution is real. We evolve. Shit.
Yeah,
the plant has definitely evolved.
We've de-evolved the medicine.
Well, de-evolved is actually
capitalistic conspiracy and a psyop all the way down to potting soil. But a morning type conversation. But definitely caught up in the weight and the frost and the THC percentage.
Yeah, it's a huge. It just is.
Because if you look at the studies, and they don't even want to tell you, because if you had a plant that cured everything, and you were a government that sold things that don't cure anything, and there's this plant that comes to compete, wouldn't you do the science before anyone else and find out what everything medical that does this is, and then start to take it out of a plant and replace it with this false idea of THC percentage? And then bro, I'm telling you, dude, it's a fucking psyop, because they did all the studies. They have all the data. You can't find it. You can't find what strain Elva Muskie was getting specifically for glaucoma.
Right.
So they've locked this shit up, and they've replaced it with, THC gets you high. And then everyone's like, they're lost in the frost of capitalism.
I like that saying. That's a good saying too. Lost in the frost. Like, I really appreciate that. I do, because it's true. It's facts. Yeah. But yeah, that's exactly the world we live in right now. It is. And the crazy thing to me is the people that still go in the dispensaries that will, or any place, and it's all about the THC numbers, and that's all they care about.
Well, there's a surface tension of information out there. So there's so much information at the surface that's being fed to you. You don't have to go under there and find like truths and like cross check and stuff. So whatever, it's hard to penetrate that tension. So It's I'm being told by so-called experts. That's what it must be. You know, so back when we had to read books and stuff, you had to go through all these levels of information that weren't on the top layer. And you'd find out things that you weren't set out to know. Once you find out, oh, it's the THC percent, you're satisfied and you don't look any farther. I mean, some people need dispensaries because their lives and stuff, but yeah. And I'm not like saying my way's the way or this is the truth. These are just, you know, like ideas, that I've come up with.
All right, let me get to some of this. So, does the lemon pineapple gas do well outdoors?
In Cali, it does. That's for sure. In Cali, you know, In the Pines is a strain from the Boonville crew. I believe Dougie and maybe Chad was involved, and then Derek kind of made it famous. The Emerald Cup, one of the highest osamine testing strains that's ever been tested.
Okay, that's on the Total Devastation Underappreciated Cross.
I gotta send you out the cut soon, my dog, because you're deserving of the cut. So I'm actually coming out there and maybe March, I forget, February. Lucky Leaf or whatever.
Let me know when you come down to Florida.
Talk about this, but I need to grab some water.
Let me know when you come back down to Florida too. Shit. Yeah, it is crazy the world we live in right now with this plan and the government and
a lot of factors besides the photon that's derived from a certain type of light. That's and I'm not even going to say frost. I'm going to say the weed was louder in the era of HPS for certain factors that really didn't have to do with the light. It had more to do with the soil, because if you think back at that time, there wasn't potting soil that was full of air. You made your own 3 parts: manure, compost, a little worm cat, and green sand.
Exactly.
It was a lot denser, right? There was less oxygen in the soil. And there's a thing that exists in low oxygen soil, sulfur reducing bacteria, which break down sulfites into the sulfide, which is the precursor to thiols. The thiols are made in the soil. And so what the lights did in that environment, it made this soil that was less oxygen dry out faster. So there's a heat factor and a soil factor because the loudness comes from the soil, bro. I mean, there's genetic pathways for plants breaking down enzymes to create these things, but it's a stress reaction in the soil. And the soil was different in the era of HPS. A lot more decomposition, low oxygen, allowing anaerobic bacteria, sulfur reducing bacteria to do their job.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good question because I have seen that said before, So
I mean, photons, yeah, they're different. Probably if you're a light special, but like, how much different is the photon from an LED light than an HPS? Someone might jump in with an answer, but a photon, in my mind, is a photon. So that's the least factor. People run their LED rooms cooler with a soil that kills this process from happening. And because it's a cooler room, it needs to dry out, but the ambient heat from the HPS lamps in the room allowed the soil that was denser to dry out. It was, and it was a stress reaction, like I was saying earlier, a survival reaction.
What do we got? Hydrex.
Oh yeah, it'll crush up there.
What else do we got? Bottlenecking. Oh, okay? I'm a little bit behind. Let's see. February is tomorrow. Yeah, February is pretty much tomorrow. Which strip? Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm just gonna put, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna put it up, but I probably shouldn't even put it up because I already know. I'll let you respond to that. How about that? I'm gonna let you
Which
respond
one?
to that. Which strain do you recommend for white ash?
CalMag.
I'm gonna let you respond to that one.
CalMag, more CalMag. I mean, it's an argument. People find stuff they love and they stick up for it. But I'm telling you, I grow with the most organic inputs possible, and the ash comes out gray. And cigarette ash is white. Even cigar ash is gray. It's not white. So
Yeah,
we know there's tricks to that, and it's part of what I was saying. Capitalism. The whole thing
yeah.
set up for capitalism. What can you charge them more for? What extra point can you make more money? And that's it's like people are losing the magic, you know. So it's like if I could say, oh, this I figured out how to make white ash, and this weed is better because it has white ash. I could charge $5 more for this. It's capitalism. So I'm not saying weed with white ash is bad, but like I don't think it's a determining factor.
No, and I don't think it's either, and I don't think it has anything to do with the strain either, to be honest, at all.
No. I think,
okay, so
yeah.
Let's go on. Okay, so you're saying dense soil works best in heat for flavor, and airy soil in cooler temperatures.
No, I'm saying when weed was louder, the soil was denser. I'm not going too deep into telling you how to do that. I'm just saying everyone's like, oh, HPS, LED. No, I'm saying people are forgetting what was happening in the soil at that time. And oxygen kills the bacteria that makes that process complete. It's the sulfur cycle.
Yeah, we come from a time, him and I, where we didn't have shit. You had to make your own soil. I was from a place where we had to just, it was sketchy as hell back then, and we made our own soil. It wasn't like you go buy anything. I mean, you could, I guess, but that's not how we did it back then. So denser soil. Now you have like cocoa and you have pre-bagged soil and everything. So just different now.
It's a psyop down to the potting soil. Hey, I got to shout out. I got to shout out the OG Ice Cold Cannabis, for helping on my path of knowledge for sure. But yeah, and down to the potting soil, it's a psyop.
Oh shit!
Control the real medicines in the plant.
Yeah, man, it is the gut. Yeah, it's wild. I've had all kinds of conversations about this. Now, with them trying to make it medicine, make the category, whatever, change from 1 to 3, all this shit. We'll see what happens. I think it's a whole nother conversation, but it is a psyop. I like the way that's put, for real. So no cabinet. Soil is a conspiracy. Let's go.
When you start thinking about it and you start exploring that rabbit hole, the more you find out that it's way more than laughable when you start because they really did like bag appeal and THC percentage doesn't cure cancer, right? But they know exactly what in weed cures cancer, and they're not doing it because they're selling you the pill that doesn't cure cancer. So you pick. If you had a plant that cured everything, you would find and you controlled the medicine, you'd try to find every medicine in there and take it out.
Of course. And that's not the way this government is.
Bag with the toy.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool. There's other countries that I've seen, we've gone down this a little bit with, countries such as Israel that has been doing testing, and there is documented, that stuff you could find, and they'll break it down, and it's cool to look through that stuff. But this government here, it's all about big pharma. It just is. They want to make the money. They don't want to give that to the people because they'll lose weight.
They never cured one person in the whole existence of them. They've never cured one illness.
Miracle Grows. I never grew up Miracle Grow. I'm just being honest. We made our own soil, so I never did.
Man, there's truth in everything, and
yeah.
Back in the day, the OGs and they would be like 1 cup of Miracle Grow per every garbage can, every watering, and that weed would they were growing Alaska Thunderfuck. That would thunderfuck you. and knock
It was
you out.
It was.
And yeah, they definitely had some stuff to do with the inputs as well. But yeah,
All right, let's go. Oh yeah, the big pharma. That's what it's all about. 100%. What else?
Yeah, because it's like, okay, alkaloids. That's a whole other subject that fucking follow ice cold cannabis. It's like, oh, well, what plants have alkaloids, and then you look it up. It's like sour diesel is a sure candidate for having a high alkaloid content. The alkaloids are they getting you more high than the phenols? So if sour diesel is an example of a strain that's high in alkaloids, that explains why an 18% weed is renowned since it existed as getting you higher than anything. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's a whole nother avenue to pursue, you know.
And the higher percentage seems to lack a lot of the terpenes too. So that combination of everything, it's not just one thing, it's everything.
Because DMT is an alkaloid.
DMT is wild. So yeah.
It's the alkaloid.
Yeah.
THC isn't. You know what I'm saying? So they got the science and the studies locked up with, and then part of the conspiracy they feed us is cannabis testing. That's where we're supposed to get all our public knowledge from, and we know that's flawed to an extent, and we don't really get to look at the data behind the studies. If that's what you're into is like finding like learning, you got to like have the stuff to learn from. They keep that shit locked up.
Amazing how all these new pharmaceuticals they prescribe work. Yeah, they get worse and worse and worse. We hear it all the time in the commercials.
Yeah, you look up what's the worst drug you can take, and it's like, oh, the one they give you for not having cholesterol. It's like, well, you got half the fucking world on this, telling them cholesterol is a bad thing, and they're on the worst fucking drug you could possibly be on.
All right, we got about 10 minutes left, guys. So if you guys have any questions about the drop, strains, anything from Shiloh, now is your guys' chance to ask. Anybody new in here that has any questions, feel free. No question is a bad question.
You're in Florida now, or you're back up in the Phillies?
Yeah, I'm back in PA right now. I'll be headed back to Florida. I was supposed to have an appointment that actually got postponed because this fucking 8-inch, 9-inch, almost a foot snowstorm that I just had to deal with. So everything got
going on out there.
Crazy, man. I haven't dealt with snow like this in forever. And it's like 7 degrees. You know, I want to get back to Florida. It's fucking cold.
I told myself no more cold places.
Yo, for real. I'm over it, man. I just am. I mean, I live down there.
At Columbia because I was like, oh, Columbia, it's gonna be all hot, But it was kind of brisk and raining, and I wasn't really, but we were up in the mountains, not down by the beach. So
yeah, my buddy's down in Columbia, man. He's been begging me to come visit him, and I really have to, I feel like I should take him up on that. He lives in the mountains too. Man, it just looks absolutely beautiful. He's a glass blower. He's been down there for like many years now. And,
wait, is his name Rata Glass?
His name is Brian Bates. So okay. Bates, yeah.
Some glass blower from down there just followed me, and I was like, could be
okay. Yeah, he's from there. They probably, he's been doing it with Bob Snodgrass. I know you're from out there. He worked with him, way back when. He learned from him, so he ended up going down to Columbia. I'm sure he has a lot of people that he's taught down there, I would assume. I just ordered. All right, let's go. Oh, shout out to the people. I see a couple of you guys say you put orders in. You right there. We appreciate you. I saw Tim. I think you said you ordered a couple packs as well. So all you guys that put orders in tonight, I appreciate you guys. I'll make sure I throw in some extra freebies when they come in. Give me till like Monday. I'll get with Shiloh tomorrow. We'll make sure we get them out to you within a couple days, or out to me, to you. So let's see, what else do we got? Oh, you guys are talking about 1970s. You got 3 packs. Let's go. But yeah, this snow absolutely sucks, man. And warm is where it's at. I know there's people that like the snow and somehow they enjoy this shit. But it's cool to get on a plane and go to like Colorado and go skiing. I'm with it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I'm cool with that. Shit. All right, so growing, I'll tell you, like, just go to the website and take a look. I just go to the website and take a look. Just because YouTube was weird with us the last time, I'd rather you just take a look at the site and you'll get an idea. I wish we can talk about that, but it's sort of
off the YouTube gods.
Yeah, it was crazy the 2 times. Yeah, just like, but okay, I'm gonna run down real quick one more time for you guys, just to give you guys an idea. If you guys have any questions, feel free. But we did put the new strain on there as we talked about earlier, and I'm trying to pull this up and let you guys know there are some deals on there. I can tell you that. I think that are those the prices? I know that's still right? We don't have to change that.
Right.
Or was that just holiday pricing? What we did for those certain things, the packs, the $60.
That's just a tax in the $1,600. Yeah.
So okay,
sure, we're all good on that.
So we're good. All right. So yeah, basically, like I said, you guys go take a look. If you guys have any questions, you guys have a couple minutes to go take a look over there. Come back. Maybe there's something you guys want an answer to. We got about 5 minutes left. 97 super sour, 97 super skunk. You guys want something skunky, soury? The 97 super skunk is on there.
97 super sour should be in everyone's garden. It's just vigorous. It's easy to trim. It's sour. It's rubbery. It's phenomenal. There's the F2s too.
Yeah, I think we have maybe. Yeah, there's a couple F2s on the site as well. Oh shit, I got to restock. Okay, the lemon pineapple gas. I'm gonna actually add a couple on here right now.
That one's super fire.
I just added some more on the site. So.
Apex, like I said, I've been blazing the Apex, the precursor, and that one's just I could probably smoke that the rest of my life. It's just.
Hey, is there more in the pines left? Because I just noticed that
there's some, but not many. And then I'm going to Arizona on Friday.
I put 3 on the site. So if you guys in the Pines F4 up there, the BX, the 97 Super Sour BX, the Dolly Lambo, Kobayashi, Head Charge, Super Band, High and Mighty 33. If any of these are sold out, you just let me know as I read it though. The Sour Bubs, Super Banger, Apex.
Sour Bubs might be gone, and then
might be gone. All right, let me take that off then. I'll just take it off now.
Which one did we say? Wait, Sour Bubs? No, that's available.
Oh, that's still good. Sour Bubs.
I'll send you the updated in the morning because
do that.
We got to update this list, and then most of them are available. Low on the 33s for sure. But I do have another room of that coming off soon. So,
all right, I definitely need one for an order, 1 or 2 for an order already. The 30
Magic Bullet might be gone. Head Charge could be gone.
Apex, Shut the Fuck Up, Total Devastation. These are on the site, guys.
Those are all around. I mean, don't sleep on the Total Devastation.
Skunky Komodo, Head Charge, Mendo Electric, and the Gaston Kutcher. That's everything that's on the site, guys. You guys should actually go take a look. Some of the stuff we put on sale around Christmas, it's well worth it. You guys should go jump on those. So I was going to buy In the Pines, but it wasn't there. Oh, yo, shoot me a DM. And I could always cancel the one if you wanted to In the Pines, because I did just add some more up there. I'm cool with that. Or just shoot me an email, and we'll get you taken care of tomorrow. Hooligan. I got 497 Super Sour round week 4. Let's go. Always appreciate Shiloh's knowledge. Ordering tomorrow. Appreciate you guys. Don't snooze on the Mendo Electric. Good vibes. I'm just reading your guys' comments, man. I think we're about to wrap it up. I think we're just about at that time. If you guys have any last minute questions, I'll throw them up. I grow outside in the Arizona desert. Hey,
I'm gonna be in Tucson on Tuesday. We're having an event. Check my Instagram and get the schedule. I think there's a few tickets left. I think it's maybe 70 tickets, and then we got the Sonoran hot dog cart, the bacon wrapped hot dog guy coming. We got some days. The light company's gonna be there. But yeah, definitely, I'll be in Tucson if you're close to Tucson. I know some people have grown some phenomenal stuff of mine in Tucson, and they'll be there to talk about it more. So
there you go. And that's what he was asking. I grow outside. What do you have that will take 110 degree
total devastation? Total devastation would just crush out there. The Tepache. But yeah, if you can make it to that Tucson thing, come through. Let's chat. We're on our last minute here.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's pretty much. Let's see. Cool. Oh, what's up with the high and holy? What's up with the high and holy?
High and mighty.
Yeah, high and mighty.
I'm telling you, man, that's another one that could be. It's just like right now, I've been smoking that precursor that I was talking about, but I also been rolling the 97 and mixing it with the In the Pines, and it's really fabulous smoke. I really enjoy it. So those two genetics in one plant, I really could be the fucking next level.
All right, then we have Shiloh. I'll be hitting your DMs about lights. In fact, there may be a message in your DMs already. So,
yeah.
Perfect. All right, cool. I think, yeah, I appreciate you, bro. I will definitely hit you up tomorrow. What's today? It's Thursday. I'll hit you up tomorrow so we can get everything out on Monday. And that's pretty much it, man. I appreciate everybody for being here tonight. I think we're just about 11 o'clock just now. Pretty damn close. So, y'all stay safe.
Thanks,
see you guys next Wednesday night.
Peace
Much
out.
love.
All right.
Peace, brother. Shout out to 808, Shiloh, and Fisherman Seeds. Hope everybody had a good night, and I'll see you guys next week. Peace.